Welcome to... He didn't do the stinger, but that's fine. Hello, welcome to the Small Game. I'm your host, Rob. We're live at the Bloodshed of the Shire 2019. I'm joined by Mr. Simon Speckles.
Hello.
Simon Speckles.
I'm here. You can hear me now.
How you doing?
I'm good. That's quite nice. Table bossing. It was quite a cool thing to do.
You were a great table boss.
I
Congratulations.
Tried, yeah. Very good opponents to help.
Did you enjoy the games?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Sweet. So now you're going to try a bit of commentating.
I'm going to try.
How do you feel about that?
Well, my only practice was Six Nations, and there were no armies on the screen.
Interesting, right?
So we'll see. We'll see what I can do.
Okay, good. So we're live. Hello, welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us either on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, wherever you might be watching us from. We are taking questions live on Twitch if you want to join us, like Mr. Paul Bastian Games has done. Sexy
Thank you
man.
very much, Paul.
Yeah, and we've got an amazing game. So we've got Mr. Richard McCallie, who last week was helping me do live streaming on the commentating.
He did really well.
He did really well. From the Just Play podcast, Richie, who we saw lose the last game of Facehammer with this Gitz list that he's running today, versus Danger Mouse Dan himself. Yeah, although as he likes to now be called, the Danadon.
The Danadon.
Yeah.
Not the Terror.
Or the Terradan.
The Terradan.
Terradan in what can only be described as an incredibly unique Seraphon list.
Yes.
So Gloomspite Gitz, Seraphon, both on 2 wins. We're live in High Wycombe at this incredible venue.
Already, one of them will be 3 wins on day one with Seraphon or Gloomspite.
So what are you saying there, Simon? I can't wait to hear you say words. You got to talk into the mic.
I am. Can you hear me? I'm talking.
So this is Simon's first time, everyone. So go easy on him.
I mean, I have talked on the stream a few times.
You have. So I'm excited by this. Fungus versus dinosaurs. Fully endorse this. I agree. So let everyone else in the world know we're going live. We're about to watch an incredible game. Both players wanted me to. Terradan wanted to. Let everyone know that he absolutely 100% designed this list on his own. Richie also would like to say the same, but he has never played Seraphon, so he's worried that he might get caught out.
He did seem a bit like, oh, what does this thing do? Oh, that does that. Oh, that's not good.
Let's go to the tabletop. Let's go to the tabletop because we've got some hot goss. It's all about the battle plan. Battle plan is, this is really cool, as you can see there on the screen. Thank you to James for smashing out those objective markers there. It's places of arcane power, and there are 3 of them. As you can see, here,
1,
here,
2,
and
3.
here. The only people that can score are heroes.
Ooh. It's going to be difficult because both armies don't really have...
They've got teeny tiny heroes. They've got teeny tiny heroes.
We will be able to see these teeny tiny heroes.
We will. So there'll be little green circles around them when they deploy on the board. So as you can see, in my opinion, very important terrain feature is nullification. Exactly. There's 2 of them. Yeah. And why I think that's important is because it's really going to change the shape of the game. Yeah. Specifically, it's going to change the shape of the game for the
Gloomspite
Gitz, because they've got some endless spells which they're going to be putting into big effect on that tabletop. Yes. Sweet potatoes. Simon, do you know how this scenario, a battle plan, is won?
You're holding the objective with the mini diddy heroes.
So you need to move a character within 3 inches.
Yes.
Then you need to move a character within 3 inches in the movement phase. You can't retreat onto it either. So it's really important. So there's loads to say, but it's basically that.
Yeah, they score as many points as they are for holding it as well. So for each turn they hold it, they score more. So if they hold it for 1 turn, it's 1 point. Hold it for 3 turns, it's 3 points. So the longer the heroes are there, it is making them. They do stack up.
Yes. So the lists that you've got here. Do you want to read Richie's list?
I can try.
Yeah, you read Richie's list.
Okay. So on Richie's list, he has a Fungoid Cave Shaman with the Law of Moon Clan, the Hand of Gork, really important spell for this kind of scenario. Got another Fungoid Cave Shaman with Itchy Nuisance. I've fallen prey to that a few times before. Just for giggles, he has another Fungoid Cave Shaman. This is with a great green spite. Then Loon Boss, who's his general with Deadly Shout. Then a Web Spinner Shaman.
Web Spinner Shaman's so good. And then a Web Spinner Shaman on a Ragnarok with the Griff Feather Charm. -1 to hit. He's also got Sneaky Distraction. He can do another spell -1 to hit. And as you can see, the Web Spinner Shaman he's got Sneaky Distraction twice, just in case.
It's a good spell. It's caught me out a few times.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Would you say you've been distracted by it?
Sneakily.
Nice. We're in, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm ready to talk Warhammer. Okay. Gloomspite win because of the sniping ability of the Ender spell. So,
Well,
for
you say
Nick
that.
Thompson, you say that in the chat,
There's
but
some sneaky.
let's talk. Oh, wait, we haven't talked about
Snipes.
all of Richie's list.
No.
He's got 20 shooters, another 20 shooters, 40 stabbers, 60 stabbers, and then Eighth of Void Pendulum, Geminids of Ulguish, Malevolent Moon, Quicksilver Swords, Scrapped Scuttles, Arachnarok Cauldron, Scuttle-Tide.
Just a few.
Just a few. But once all of those armies are on the board, they stay on the board. That's the way it works, right? Sorry, the Gloomspite.
Yes.
Yeah. So the Gloomspite army, effectively, they're not going to change.
They're not going to get any more models.
They're not getting more models, but the Seraphon army are.
Can they not from the shrine?
Pardon me?
Can they not get more Gitz from the shrine?
Yeah, they can recycle the Gitz, but they can't recycle the characters.
No.
Which is not true for Dan's Seraphon army, which is from the mortal realm of Ulglu. He's got a Slant Star Master with a Great Rememberer and Incandescent Restresses, so he knows an extra spell.
Yeah.
And then he's got the...
Skin Star Priest.
He's got a Skink Star Priest. He has another Skink Star Priest. He's got 3 lots of 10 Skink Battle Line units. Now, here's where it gets super interesting.
The best unit in Seraphon.
He's got 5 Chameleon Skinks. Those Chameleon Skinks
can teleport in anywhere.
Specifically into combat, right next to where characters are. So that is really going to affect things in a big way. And then he's got 12 Pterodon Riders, and then 9 more Pterodon Riders.
All about the Pterodons.
In 2 different Shadow Strike star hosts.
Wow.
Right? And now that's really important because they can teleport and be like within 3 inches.
Well, yeah.
But they also can move after they do that, drop their rocks once per battle over all of those characters.
And they move 14, but only 1 has to move over for all of them to drop their rocks, apparently.
Exactly.
So really, really strong.
So you're looking at all those characters that are minuses to hit. The to hit rolls on the bowlers, sorry, not on the bowlers, on the rocks, have got nothing to do with their hit rolls. So that minus to hit isn't going to be a big deal. No. So, I mean, obviously the Arachnarok is a big target, but all those tiny characters that Richie's got, which he's, yeah, so he's got 3 Fungoids, a Loon Boss, a Web Spinner, and a Web Spinner Shaman. So he has got 6 characters, but they're very susceptible to the sniping that we can see coming out of this army here. So just a really interesting game we've got lined up.
It's a hard counter. Huh? It's a hard counter to the Gitz. Really hard counter.
Yeah, it's a really hard counter. It's a really interesting list. Dan already on 2 wins with this army. How do you feel about that, Simon?
It's good. I quite like it, and I love the fact he's got chameleon skinks in it. There is somebody else who seems to chat on this show quite a bit who has a fondness to the chameleon skinks.
Yes, Mr. Nick Thompson in the chat there. He's always going to be rooting for the chameleon skinks, though, realistically. So those are the lists. You can find them, obviously. If you type !lists, you can find them there.
Or click the BIP.
If you go on tabletop.to and search for Bloodshed in the Shires 2019, which is where we are.
Oh, yes.
Or if you click the BIP button and then look at them there, or scroll down. There you go. That's enough places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or wait and then ask them in person. Remember
ring them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ring them tomorrow. So, Richie lost on the stream last time in that climactic game at the Facehammer GT. He's going to be looking to push forward in the future. How do you feel about that?
Well, I watched that game, so that's what I'm going to base this on. I know Richard's army is good, really good army.
Yeah, Richie is a super methodical player as well. Dan, by the way, is a bit of a meme lord. He's been taking many a meme list over the years. Before the Skaven book came out, he was running 180 playing monks before the Skaven book. By the way, that didn't make it any better.
It's just even worse then.
He also was running, which I thought was so cute. Seraphon, this is just for you, by the way. He was also running Chaos Dwarves, but he was running he was running a full war herd, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, all the Tauroks, all the ball centers in a giant army.
Just a load of cows, basically.
Load of cows.
All the moo.
Just mooing their way across the board.
I actually have something that you don't know.
What?
So I've been helping somebody who's at Blood and Glory next week with a custom design. He's helping him custom build his fake dwarf army. Yeah.
Say that again. Sorry.
He's having he's having a Chaos Dwarf army, and he's custom building it, so it's all custom converted.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It should look, to be fair, from what I've seen, it looks amazing.
Oh, that's
far
fun.
better than
Seraphon, a really great army as well.
Yeah.
So very excited to see them on the tabletop. And the fact that there is actually, this is there is another great Seraphon army on the tabletop as well.
In front of us.
On 2-0, but they are playing against Ironjaws, and we have just had them on the stream. So we elected to go for something a little bit different. We haven't had Gloomspite on the. We haven't had them on so far.
Already, Shut Speckles.
Yes, and Adam Kunis is right. Dan also run Full Squigs for ages. Brad Glover, thank you for subscribing to the Nice Gang for 7 months. You are a babe. Loving the coverage. So there we go. We got one of the Skink Star Priests at the back of the board. So you should, we're hoping, be able to pick out those characters a little bit easier.
On the red mats.
On the red mats, because
red textured mats.
Yes, it's a textured.
Actually textured.
How did you feel about it? I thought it was gross.
It was. Yeah, not nice. Not gonna lie.
No, not nice at all.
Weird carrying it around.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. So those textured mats there. So they're going to be important. The only way to win this is via the heroes. So everything else is chaff. Seraphon can cast spells and summon more heroes.
Yes.
So they can put more. They can put more Skink Star Priest down on the tabletop. So I think that's very telling.
Yeah.
So who does everyone think is going to win? And Simon, do you want to talk to us about the terrain on the board?
So it's quite. From what I can see, the Seraphon has Arcane right near the wizards in his deployment, which is really going to be handy. Casting those spells turn 1. And there's nullification and entangled for the. Oh, okay, maybe I can't. If Scrivo can put it back to the main screen, the nullification will be quite good for the endless spells. So, as much as it'll stop the endless spells, he might be able to use them and then remove them himself if he needs to do any janky tricks to endless spells. He knows they're not going to come back into his army either. I'm just waiting to see what else is going on. And let's have a look in the chat. Who wants who to win? Tom wants Richie to win. Hawkeye wants Richie to win. Oh no, big win. It's big for Richie. Yes, it is. Definitely have a notification in his own home as well. I personally, my very first army was Seraphon. My first ever models I picked up were Seraphon. And I did have a lot of Chameleon Skinks, so I'm going to have to root for the Seraphon on this one. I don't know how they're going to do with a lot of Pterodons, because I've never built them and used them. But it will be really interesting to see what they're going to do with those Mortal Wounds, just dropping them on. Team Blue from Multiple Phil, which is all for the Gloomspites, and Combat Phase for the Seraphon. Nice. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing this. It's been a long time since I've seen Seraphon, especially in this kind of build, with 2 battalions in it actually on the tabletop. It's very interesting. I think it's going to be a hard one for Rich to play against. But as like I said, the last time I saw him play the LGT, it was a really good game, a really hard game, but he played really well.
Really, really well.
Really, really, really well.
Really, really well.
Yes.
So I wonder if Dan is going to take it up. Who's people rooting for? The janky Seraphon or the Gloomspite Gitz?
It's a bit of a mixed bag. I think there's a few more for Richie, to be honest. About half and half. So Combat Phase, Seraphon, Brad Glover, Seraphon. Luvo is all about the Gloomspites, and he hates janky Seraphon.
Yeah. So that's the Seraphon army, especially the Shadow Strike, does generally upset people because it's hard to counter. It doesn't really have any. It's very much an old school world book, which you get from that old.
I'd love to see them have a new book.
Yes, and both of these armies, thank you very much, LLV, sat around the 40% win rate in a competitive match play. But at this event, they're both on 20 wins. They're both on 2 wins each. Sorry, 20 wins would be impressive.
Yeah,
they're both on 2 wins each.
20 wins would be amazing.
Yeah,
especially by game 3.
So it's going to be all about those center objectives. You can see on the top left-hand side here, here, and here. Top middle, middle left.
In the middle.
Yeah, in the middle on the left. Those 3 objectives. And those heroes need to move on Now it's really tough for Richie because he's got to try and screen those characters from that Shadow Strike.
They're not used to being out. I mean, he has got the
While also,
Ragnarok, doesn't he?
He does have the Ragnarok.
Yeah.
That is the one saving grace.
Yeah.
But it only has to be a 1 point swing in a turn to change the shape of the game. It can be so close. And I think Richie has to play really cagey here with his characters because they can get sniped out very easily.
Yeah, because it's quite... I mean, it's not got horrifically strong shooting, but it's quite a lot of shooting from here, there, and everywhere from lots and lots of units. I think it'll be telling to see what the Pterodons do. Presumably, he's going to go in them turn 1.
The Pterodans.
The Pterodans. The Pterodans.
The
flying
Pterodans. The Pterodans. Oh, they're going to be deployed off the board, so you're going to see a very light army. Also, Dan is getting the option to go first, and Richie doesn't.
No. Yeah, because Pterodons don't use. They have no need for the bloat toad.
No, they do not need the bloat toad. There's no bloat toad. All hell the blot toad.
All hell.
So there we go. That is.
Oh no. Okay, so we're just finalising for the last little bits, and then
this just So we have a new mat on the table, and it does seem to be absolutely throwing our white balance cameras off.
I mean,
they have no idea what colour.
Like red and green.
Yeah, so there's going to be some significant differences, and I apologise about that, everyone.
So good.
I mean, that is basically what the colours are, but it's still a lot of red, right?
It's red floor, so yeah.
Yeah, the camera's having a nightmare.
Yeah, it's freaking out. So many lizards in grots, it just doesn't understand.
Yeah, they're in the works, they're in the machines. So Richie has deployed very deeply.
Yes.
As you can see, he's got these rings around his characters, so you can spot them in on the tabletop. Really awesome. There's another one over there. James, our table boss for the weekend, for this game, has 3D printed us some.
They look amazing.
Really helpful, right?
Really, really helpful.
Really helpful. So that's the future now.
Oh, you missed one there. Missed one there. It says 4 there. It's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen. I don't know what Richie's army is going to do. And seeing Pterodons on the table for the first time ever for me, I have not a clue what they're going to do, to be fair.
Pterodons?
Never. I mean, I know what they're going to do with the...
So Pterodons do
move
move 16 inches, so if you have them on the board...
16, not 14?
I'll double check.
Yeah,
but the really important part about the Pterodons is going to be when they drop rocks.
Yes.
We've seen this used already loads of times. The very first time we've ever heard of Shadow Strike Pterodons was way back with me and LLV doing the stats show, and we found out about a Polish setup where the Polish guys were running it. We later saw, and maybe at the same time, I got to meet the wonderful Giannis, who was also running Pterodons, and he ran them at Blood Tithe.
Yes, he did.
He ran them at Blood Tithe. So that'll do, Scripps. Let's just roll with it. So they've got 3 wounds each with a 5-up save. So there's a lot of wounds in that unit.
It's a lot, especially 12.
Yeah, and they are bravery 10 because they are demons.
Well, they're memories.
Yeah, they are memories. But the important part is the Sun Leech Bowlers and the Deadly Cargo. What they basically get to do is once per game, the unit can drop its boulders. There we go, the handshake. Who's going first?
Who's having it?
So Dan,
look at that.
Dan gets to decide who goes first. So that's Richie's army. That looks fantastic. And
Richie's
he's giving it to Richie.
Okay.
Yeah, can I tell you why? Let's look at this top down. That's going to change the shape of the game, in my opinion. Because what you're really looking at here, we can get rid of the scenery as well, thanks. Yeah. These characters have to go on the objective to score, right? This is what, but if they come out of their bubble, all of the rocks get dropped. So I think what you're going to see is Richie might do a sacrificial teleport and just put one dude on, score 1 point.
Yeah,
and they might trade.
And then we've got to work out when he's going to use the rocks.
Okay. So currently he's in his hero phase. So we're in the Grots hero phase. Gloomspite Gitz hero phase. Let us know in the chat. Speckles, time to root. I'm rooting Seraphon. I'm doing it.
Are we both on the same one?
All hell Blot Toad.
But he's not even in this one.
Doesn't matter.
He just sat in the back, just chilling, watching.
The Blot Toad's always protecting us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I do like Seraphon, especially they have comedian skinks.
Yeah.
I love them little dudes.
Yeah, so the chameleon skinks are going to be able to do some terrifying work as well.
They're just going to come. I mean, they're very small. It's a small size unit. So any gap Richie does leave, he's just going to chuck it straight in.
Yeah, so I think that they could potentially get dropped
that's
in
what
here.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
So we're seeing Arachna Cauldron cast. So obviously that Richie's got to play a real interesting game because there isn't a lot of output in those. There's 360 points being spent on battalions alone.
That's a lot of points.
A lot when it comes to the Seraphon.
Yeah.
But it does mean that they've given the option. They've got the option to go. I think there's Richie, a consummate gamer. What a man, legend. He said that if he could do anything, he would like to eventually play Warhammer on Love Island.
On Love Island?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I mean, would that not be War Island?
Don't know what it
or
means.
Battle of the Islands?
Yeah. So Geminids is being cast. That is what I would describe as a defensive Geminids. That's going to go. So what it's going to do is 8 inches away from his. There we go. So it's away from his own army, but the ability to go across there. So that's like no dudes on that objective.
No.
This is going to be really fun. There's going to be some real trade in here.
It's going to be very tricksy.
Malevolent Moon. So he's going to put that on the other objective.
Oh, so Dan's basically got to go, I'll sit there, but then I'll take all the damage and die.
Yes, effectively. I think that's he's
a
also
really
threatening the next turn. So that Dan, good shot there, Scribs. Thank you. So that has gone off. And he's put it somewhere else.
Put it in the middle. I was just making sure that no one is going near that middle objective.
Yeah, very interesting.
But I suppose that then it forces him to split his the Seraphon open to either side.
Oh, so Scuttle-Tide has been cast. Scuttle-Tide. Don't forget the Seraphon can unbind anywhere on the board.
True.
But on a 12, he's not going to be able to do anything.
A little bit difficult.
But it does have to come out of a terrain feature. And it does like Dan has kept all of his characters. Oh, no. That's a terrain feature. Can he put it inside that block?
It's wholly within 6, isn't it, of the terrain?
I don't think he's getting it in there, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's. Oh no, he has, I suppose.
So it just needs to measure there if that can get in. Okay. So he did manage to get it in.
Yeah.
Did manage to get it in. So he's going to potentially do some mortal wounds onto this Skink Star Priest. Is he going to die? Here we go. Scuttle-Tide straight off the bot. 4 wounds. Come on, he's a skink, man.
Well, I mean,
it's 5
a
wounds.
memory.
What world are you living in? So he's just taken 1 wound, though.
Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream.
Physically the dream.
Having a great time. Yeah. Alive.
Right. How many more spells has he got?
How many more spells has he?
Endless spells he's got took out.
He's no more.
I don't think he's got any more. No.
He's got Geminids, which is cast.
Geminids out, the Moon, Scuttle-Tide.
Quicksilver Swords.
Oh.
Which is also really fast. Yeah. And the Aether Void Pendulum, which won't come in handy right now. That's not what its job is.
No, but he could deploy it in a way where if he puts anything on the... so you could put it here and then just cut through, all the way through the 3 objectives.
Pardon me?
So you could put the pendulum, if we go back to the main screen, say that's a lot, yeah. So you could put pendulum here, and then just cut through here, and then just keep, I mean, it'll take a while to get the next one, but it'll just keep cutting through.
I think it's going to take a while. Realm spells, because we're currently playing in the Realm of Beasts.
A beastie spell?
Yeah, Realm of Beasts.
Quite fitting.
Very fitting.
Very fitting.
Very fitting. There's just nothing but animals on the board, and animals playing their armies. Ferociously
Who would
angry.
win in a fight, a spider or a lizard?
It's a great question, actually,
Simon.
Simon. Really well asked. So the Arachnarok has cast Sneaky Distraction, so it's -1 to hit. He's naturally -1 to hit as well, so just waiting for those Pterodons to do the work. Those terrifying
It
dons.
won't be affected by the -1.
No, not when they drop rocks, but it will be by the Sunleashed Bowlers. The Sunleashed Bowlers are a really cool little shooting attack. So they're 5-inch range, and obviously don't forget, if he gets so close with Shadow Strike, he can use it. They've got 1 attack each. They hit on 4s and they wound on 4s, but if the attack made with the Sunleashed Bowler scores a hit, the projectile bursts and spreads, roll a dice, and it makes that many wound rolls.
Okay,
So it's like a ballista, really. Oh, look at Richie's Arachnarok. Cool. All right, now it's spider time. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, I was going to let you sing. Sing away.
Yeah. They are quite large. It's Shelob.
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 The spider.
Absolutely going to be
King
taking...
of spiders.
Yeah, he's going to be taking some names, that guy. Taking names.
Kicking names. Taking bottom.
Good. Right, so here we are on that alien landscape.
Okay, what's that been? Oh, it's movement phase now.
We're in the movement phase now. He's going to have to... So he's going to have to be very particular. So we've seen Scuttle Cast. Yeah. The Stan can unbind it if he wants, so can the Skink Star Priest. In his...
Geminids.
Yeah, and Malevolent Moon.
And the moon.
But it's all about if he's going to drop onto these objectives. And if he's actually going to put any characters out. Looks like what he's doing is he's screening out the Shadow Strike coming in. Screening them out. But... If I was
Richie.
No, if I was Terradan.
Terradan,
I would actually just pop one character on.
Yeah,
and then just go up on point and again force Richie's hand. I think what Richie's looking for, and he's got Hand of Gork, don't forget.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he tried to cast. So we'll double check that.
No, he didn't.
Interesting.
Interesting. I don't think he wants anything on those objectives yet.
Yeah.
I think he's more concerned about what's coming there first. And then playing the later game, trying to take
the
out
late game.
Yeah, I think.
Do you think Richie's going to get to turn 4?
I think he's going to try.
It'd be new.
Yeah,
Richie, I can hear you listening to it back. I love you loads.
I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I think he's going to bait out and wait for the Seraphon heroes to go in, and then just start sniping them off with spells.
Right. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So, because there's no point in wasting his heroes because he can't afford to lose them straight away. So he's going to try and take out some of the Seraphon heroes and then put his in.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I do. I mean, fortunately, I'm the worst player in the whole of AOS globally, so I could be completely wrong.
You are not the worst player in the world. The stats actually say different. Reflex dodge training. Ahoy! Yeah.
one but the worst player in the world.
Yeah, one but the worst. Look at that. Great shot scripts. Look at that. Beautiful.
I mean, it looks like it's getting hit in the face.
Fungoid Cave Shaman. Yeah, he's going to be very. He's going to be very annoyed by that. You look at this little grot. He's trying to help out. He's trying to clip that. Yeah, the cable's even frayed at that particular point.
Look quite cool.
He's like, oh, stop swinging that at my boss.
Yeah, protect the boss.
Or he's trying to cut it so it swings into his face.
He's just pulling away, trying desperate to get there. He's like, I'll get you, boss.
Oh, I'm going to get you.
Oh, he's going to be new boss.
Yeah. So Richie definitely not going to get up onto the objective in the first turn.
No. I didn't think he was going to.
You don't think he was going to?
I don't think he was going to. From the way he deployed, I don't think he was capable of actually getting anywhere other than...
he could have tried, man.
The teleport.
He could have made that effort.
I think he's just going, right, come on then, let's see what this stuff can do. And let's see how long... if he can waste it off the Pterodons, I think he's in.
Yeah, but Dan can just wait. Just
he
wait. And wait and wait, like the Slan have always done. They've just saved themselves. Oh, look at that,
dude!
Beautiful. Is he going to get a rock dropped in on his head? Yeah, he isn't looking up.
He's got his hood up.
Not
take the
hood
up. Down. Just take the hood down to see if you can look
Reflex
up.
Dog Training Pain, thanks for donating 100 bits. Thank and for Rattober, it's all about #Disco Rat, who I've brought with me today.
Is Disco Rat here?
Yeah, he goes with me everywhere.
I'd love to see Disco Rat. I did like seeing Disco Rat. It was awesome.
So I was a big fan of Disco Rat. Chuckabutty, what up? Hello to everyone who's watching live right now.
Thank you very much.
Give us a shout out in the chat so we can say hello to you. Look, I'm happy you're here. If you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, jump over into the Twitch chat on The Honest Wargamer.
Come say hello.
So we can, so we can see who in the house.
Yes.
And also, if you're watching live on your TV at home, please take a photo.
Yes.
Or if you're watching in the pub, on a cruise liner, I'm not certain that they're watching on the International Space Station, but if you are, photo, #RateMySetup.
I mean, or flying on a
commercial liner.
Commercial liner, yeah.
So the Grots are currently running in the movement phase. Our table boss reckons it's to build a defensive line.
But those chameleon skinks are going to get in.
Oh, look, who's in the chat then? Say hello to everyone, Specs.
Hello. Yeah, we've got quite a few. Dan Lab saying hi. Hi. Luvo, loving the coverage, watching it with my poorly daughter, bless her. to make up for not being there. Oh, got a poorly daughter. I hope she feels better. Alt Boy Phil, hello Rob, building Bone Splitters. And the first Brain Squig. Defend Seraphon, don't commit. Gloomspites win, the next priority. Then gives it Seraphon. Gloomspites then go down, turn 2 out of 3, and in strong position. So he's. So
that's what Nick's saying.
Yeah, the Brain Squig has already worked out exactly what's going on.
Oh my God! Look at the terrifying. Look at that web spinner shaman. Okay, keep going.
Cool. So unfortunately, some weird bloke called Scrivo.
Yeah.
He's trying to say he's funny.
So Dread from MTO Canada.
Wow.
Peyton Nurgle, yeah, I know. Troll Horror. Hua. Where can I find the list from the rest of the tourney? If you type in tabletop.to and you type in Bloodshed of the Shire, or our Scrivo bot will actually put the link in the chat.
He's updated it. You can also click the BIP button above, and it will take you to both lists as well. Or go to Bloodshed and the Shire, and all the lists are on there for all the players for the whole weekend.
Easy. Thanks very much. Yeah. You guys are legends.
Or just wait to see him in person and ask.
You're the only person to suggest that so far. Not sure on that as a tactic.
I mean, it'd be great to see hordes of people just wait. Excuse me. Excuse me.
What's your list?
Could
you ring me and tell me your list, please?
So I still think there's quite a lot of room, especially here, for a lot of chameleon skinks.
Yes.
I don't think Richie's realising that they're just going to come straight into the middle.
The Ragnarok is running. Well, Richie did say, I haven't played this army.
No.
I don't know how it works. If I get caught out, I get caught out.
Well, yeah, but I think he was well up for playing an army and didn't know.
Yeah, he asked a load of questions.
Yeah.
He asked a load of questions.
Hi, Andy Hughes. Thanks for watching.
Oh, lovely.
Troll her. Cheers. Yeah. The lone hero.
Yeah.
Sat there.
Isn't that a space for some pterodons at the back there?
Or anything.
Yeah.
Anything in the army that just teleport straight in there.
Yeah, and you got to remember that all of Dan's army can teleport.
But can you summon in chameleon skinks? I don't know.
No, you can't summon in chameleon skinks. Yeah. But he can rack up those summoning points to also summon characters as well. So he has the option to throw characters away, whereas Richie can't lose all of his characters, or it's just game over. Yeah. So he's got lots of options. Richie's pacing. He's
pacing back and forth.
Yeah, it's what he does when he plays.
Tiger.
So that is Richie's turn.
Okay.
So he's now just like, I've made some plays. Let's see how it works out.
I think Scrivo's holding him, going, it'll be okay.
K-Dread was watching on YouTube. He came over here just to tell Speckles to shut up. That's very nice of you. Cheers, K-Dread.
So nice. Yeah. Thanks for all the love.
Yeah. Lovo saying camo skinks are a pain in the butt. Yeah, Lovo, big love. Hope you're well. They are annoying. So Dan now measuring. Okay. We're going to see an interesting hero phase.
Do you think he's going to use his spells or get rid of them?
He's going to generate summoning points.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so he's going to dispel Scuttletide. Told you. Good
idea.
So that's gone. But Richie will be happy about that because he gets to recast it.
Yeah, and put it where he wants it.
Yeah, but then he could just take this skink and these skinks and just move back. Just keep him safe.
Yeah.
There's an option.
Because what was that skink? The skink priest?
Skink Star Priest.
Star Priest, that was it.
Star Priest. There's a Star Priest and there's a Star Seer.
It's been a while since I've actually talked about Seraphon, and the last time I talked about him,
this is why we put him on the stream. I was like, let's get a Seraphon army here. There's a lot here at the event. But 2 yards from us, Kron the Cob from the Tungsten Tyrants is up against James Hobbs from the Scribes. So it's whether or not Cobb can beat the Hob.
The Cobb or the Hob. So from the table boss just said that the Skink Star Priest is teleporting himself somewhere.
Told you. Yeah. Well, not himself. But, yes, he is.
Oh, he's having to think about it now. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to just drop on an objective, in my opinion, and just score.
See, I'd probably go for this one here, to be fair. Okay, teleporting skink.
You also, I just need to. I would just before Dan makes any decisions, I would just clarify with the 2 players whether or not a teleport is a setup and whether or not you have to move onto the objective to claim.
Well, that'd be a great idea for when he starts teleporting the heroes.
Yeah, before make sure that the players clarify that.
But looks like I was right. He's teleporting down there.
Yes, absolutely.
Straight down.
Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, so I think they're going to be straight in range with shooting, aren't they? Into the Gitz.
Well, yeah. So I
So
think
10 skinks.
I think they might try and whittle them down, but I don't think that's what they're doing. I think what
No.
they're trying to do is create a screen.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah.
and see them move into there.
Yeah.
But I will find that out.
Yeah. So according to the chat, teleport is a setup, so you can't claim. And that is from Seraphon Gel. Yeah, I mean, from what I know, from anything that I've done for summoning and things like that, I think it only kind of counts as a setup, so you can't really claim. But we shall find out what's going on. So the exact wording: it's a friendly hero holds objective within 3 of the objective at the end of a move, apart from a retreat. So only the retreat says it can't do it. So teleport. Well, it has to be a move.
Yeah, it does have to be a move. 100% has to be a move.
Teleport, yeah, so it won't work.
Yeah, you do.
Have you seen who's in the chat?
Who?
It's one of the Greek boys.
Can you say his name?
Hello. His name is
His name is Giannis, but his other name is Malaka.
Malaka. Yeah, Malaka.
Malaka. Yeah. Yeah, you say Malaka, my friend.
Malaka.
Yeah. So this is real easy. Richie's actually just gone to the bar.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he's done.
Man after my own heart. With my empty bottle of water next to me. Thank you very much.
Right, so back to that table, that top-down view, on, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
So there we go. I think he's just going to create some screens. He knows he has to move those units onto the objective. Now, he obviously can teleport here, like he's just decided to do. Then he can move on.
Yeah.
So he's got the option to do that. Because what Richie's basically doing here is going, I'm going to move my big bully pieces here, and I'm going to surround them with grots, and that's how I'm going to win the game.
I'm going to sit and just snipe off.
I am going to sit. So it's a
good tactic. If he knows he's got stuff that can just come in from any angle, anywhere, just concentrating on one and making sure that stays put.
That's why it's such a nightmare to play against this army.
I mean, I don't know what he's going to choose to stay put with. I mean, you need the Arachnarok to sit there because
apparently we have some good trash talk happening at the table. What go on in?
Is it I'm greener than you?
Oh. So apparently both players look deep in thought, both players unsure, and both winding each other up about who's going to make the first move. It's a giant game of chicken.
I mean, we're making all these assumptions that they've got a battle plan. Have either of them got no battle plan? They're just going to go, I'm just going to put stuff forward and see what happens.
No, that's not true. Neither of these two. Dan is actually a military strategist for a living, and Richie is
strategic genius.
Some would say.
Yeah, some would say.
But Richie
Looking
now
there.
focused,
Yes.
ready and calm,
Looking at the floor.
reading the battle plan over and over, making sure he hasn't made any mistakes. So that Skink Star Priest looking to be as far away from potential threat, but still screened. So I think that's a solid play by Terradan.
Playing for the double turn if you can get in there.
Playing for the double turn. He'll go score it. Dwellers below, thank you so much for subscribing. Cheers for getting me through a long night shift, 3 a.m. here in Oz. Sirius Castle Richie is built there. That is a no messing about.
No.
But he is against double Star Strike. There's Dan Mitchell, Terradan.
Power pose.
Power ready.
Pose.
He's telling him, nah, you're not winning this one.
This is it.
No. I'm going to roll these two, and I'm going to win the game.
There's another beautiful man in that shot as well.
Oh, yeah, Mr. James Powell.
Powell.
Yeah, what a great guy.
Doing amazing. Table
Doing
bossing.
anything really good. This is actually table 1, ladies and gentlemen, Undead Ben. So if you check...
Okay.
So he's casting a spell from the it's not the book, from the General's Handbook update. So every model in this unit, and that is on a unit of 60 grots, 20 grots, 20 grots on a 5-up take a mortal wound. So not too bad.
No.
That can do some work.
4. Oh no, I was close.
Yeah,
Two
King Tristan is right. Richie is a retail strategist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 6 have died from that spell. It's not bad.
Yeah, that'll do. It's a good start. It's a good start.
Depends where he's going to.
If we have 11 turns, we can get through all the grots.
Okay. I'm quite sure what he's thinking.
Yeah, so grots on table 1 is really cool. I can see table 2 from here. and I can see Seraphon versus Iron Jaws.
It's the
Did you
Rippers
hear
or-
that right?
Yes.
I can, of course, see Slanesh versus
I think that's
Fire
City.
Slayers.
Oh, Fire Slayers.
Fire Slayers.
No idea who here. How do you win this scenario?
That's
with
Fire Slayer
Slayers?
Mike right there.
But
He's famous.
he might be famous, but I wouldn't know which hero to attack in this.
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
they all look
no
the same.
idea.
Of
They're all
course,
the
they look the same.
150 heroes, no problems.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying Grotzlov Castle, surprised Rob didn't pick it up. I actually, as a Castle player, I've actually been trying my hardest to change my play style.
Okay.
Yeah, to a more dynamic play style, but that's so
Zigzag.
hard to do in the current output climate of Age of Sigmar.
Yes.
But you never know. There might be a new release that catches my fancy where I might be able to do it with.
Yeah.
There's still some interesting builds out there. It won't be Cities of Sigmar for me. They don't have what I need. So 6 summoning points have now been banked by the Seraphon there. You can see that at the top on the left. So 6 summoning points, trying to get those characters. And then we're into the movement phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's running on out with the unit of Skinks. I think that'll be just another screen there for the other Skink Star Priest. Just sit behind, just a little bit closer, edging ever slowly forward towards the objectives. Yeah, as I thought, he's running straight over.
So just moving towards and then hoping not to get caught out there
No. I mean,
by
he's
the
got
Geminids.
3 wounds left.
So solid play by Richie. That character was threatening that objective,
Yeah.
and then he's put those endless spells now to threaten the character. So the character's had to move without ever giving up any board space. So he's managed to project power in a much different way.
Yeah, he's forced him to take the top and the bottom instead of the middle, which is what Richie wants because he can sit his whole army in the middle and just hold on tight.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I do think Pterodon wants to be careful though, because there's a line here. Don't forget there's Hand of Gork inside of the Gloomspite Gitz list, and he gives himself. If there's a, he
He's
has
gonna give
left.
himself a massive
He
hole
has
there.
left himself a giant hole.
That's even bigger. Oh, okay, even bigger hole here. Yeah, that's not great. But then it's the same up here as well.
Undead Ben has offered to let me use his bloodthirsters anytime. I think no, thank you. Is all I've got to say about that. But so he summoned some more skinks, so no worries. Yeah, Richie's looking calm and
he
relaxed.
doesn't care. The Skinks, like, they're fine. That's no
Yeah,
problem.
okay, you put them down. I'm not bothered.
And how many points are they?
10 skinks.
Oh, for 6. That's not bad. 6. That's okay. So 10 more. So sacrifice your own spells for one.
For another
star
screen, but he also has
good.
created board control.
Yeah.
So stopping Hand of Gorks, etc. But what he has done, which is also a little bit of a shame, is he's allowed charges.
Yeah.
And those charges, when you get them charges, create more board control. But that Shadow Strike, I think
he's going to get in if he opens himself up. I mean, what would you do if you were Richie? Would you give up? Oh, okay. I'll go shooting.
Oh, ask me the question.
Well, potentially it's not going to be in many charges next. So on the roll off, if you were Richie and you won, what would you do?
Give the turn away. Just like Nick Thompson said in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
He's playing to give the turn away.
Yeah.
He's playing to move these Geminids, threaten the moon, threaten that way. That reducing casting. We need to find out where the actual moon is for the Gitz. For their, it won't be on the board right now.
Yeah,
I imagine it's starting
isn't
in
it?
the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so went straight through and 7 Grots have run.
7 Grots have run, so that's a total of 12 now? 12 Grots have gone out of that unit of 20?
Yeah. 12 Grots out, which is not too much of a stress either.
No.
So there's a hole open. So there was an issue where coherency was broken, so he lost 11. Priority roll, it's not an issue. It doesn't matter. They've rolled it.
Let him roll.
So 3 to Dan and a 1 to Richie.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's okay. It's not a drama.
So what's Dan going to do? Give it away?
So Dan's got the option who goes first.
I think Dan's playing for taking it.
I think Dan is.
I
He
think
did
he's
set
gonna
up
take it.
here.
Yeah, and here as well. So he's going to put this screen here and that screen there and move in.
I don't know if he wants to just give himself the double. That's Richie's face looking. Let's see his reaction when he gets told about the turn. Oh, there we go.
Oh, eyes are open and a smile.
Oh, what's he going to do? I love Warhammer. They're just
it's the mind game time.
It's the mind game time.
So
if I do this, you do that. Yeah, I basically won anyway. But if you want to just play it out, whatever. Yeah, I'm not too stressed.
We'll just shake hands now, yeah? Just call it Warhammer 1. Done. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, Richie's just going to the bar between anyway.
Yeah, so it's fine. And no wookers.
He's happy.
I reckon Dan should give it away.
I think.
But he can be up here. Yeah.
I think Dan's going to.
So Richie has been given the turn.
Okay.
There we go. Right, that's the right decision.
Yeah.
So I think so. The moon. So he's going to try and move the moon. Back. He has to be able to. So he's just seeing where to put it. So there it is. It's being placed right there.
Okay.
So just looking to do some mortal wounds. You want to get that away from. You want to get that away from your own casters as well.
Yeah.
But I personally would have maybe moved the Geminis, but they're not in range to have hurt Richie's army.
No,
but that whole army, I think, is about to move here.
Yeah, and they're just going to sit.
So I would want to put Geminids here and be like, cool. The next turn, I'm going to just run. Yeah, like a ping ball machine through an army. So he's playing it cool, says Elevi. What do you all think? How do you feel about that? Dan playing it very chilled.
I would have taken it, I think.
You would have taken it?
I would have taken it. He's set himself up to take it.
Yeah, so Speckles being insulted by our table boss says if he didn't. So then if you'd have taken it, Speckles, the correct answer was to give it away. That's a solid call.
We'll see. I mean, he's still got the Pterodons to come down. And the Chameleon Skinks haven't appeared yet. They're still camouflaged somewhere on this board.
That's the issue. Like, not only do the Gitz have to move up KG, they have to move up KG. And that's really important because they might not get what they need on the tabletop. No. Like, so it's very close, super tense. Yeah. And it could go anyway. Who do you think? Who do you think?
Who do I think what?
Who do you think is going to win it?
I'm really, really intrigued to see what these Pterodons are going to do. Apparently it's getting serious.
Richie's taking his hat off. That's how you know games have got where they need to be. They've got tense.
It only gets even more tense when they put it back on and turn it backwards. That's when you know it's
That's actually my power move.
Is that your power move?
Yeah.
I'm spinning it around.
Yeah, once I know it's on.
Oh, it's on.
It's on.
And is it like that? And you say, it's like this is it, and you spin it around.
That's how you know. But there's a lot of like psychological lessons you could learn on the tabletop from players and seeing how they are. Like the fact that someone's taking their hat off and paying attention means that they're in the game. Their eyes are on the prize. And you need to pay attention to that.
It's
That's where it gets so
much. There's a lot of Dan's army that he cannot touch right now. Actually.
Yeah,
he's got nothing he can attack. And the stuff that he wants to hit isn't there. He's just stuck going, okay, I can shoot these 10 skinks or I can shoot these 10 skinks, and that's about it.
So I think also...
okay. That's really clever.
Yeah, so I personally think I wouldn't have summoned these skinks, maybe. I'd have kept these other skinks up here, and then what I'd have aimed for is... so here we go, Hand of Gore.
Important. Especially if he's already...
So on an 8... It was on an 8, and was it unbound? That's the question.
Oh,
it was unbound on 9.
That's really going to limit.
I really wonder what he was going to put out there, though.
I think because he had the template, I'm presuming the Ragnarok. Yeah, he's going to move the Ragnarok. That's why he had the template in his hand.
And do you know why? Because he was going to use the Ragnarok as a gun platform. He's going to summon the Ragnarok Cauldron, which he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And then he was going to just start. Cauldron has gone off +2, so it's going to do D3 mortal something in a minute, but that's definitely going to be a grot.
Yeah,
El Grotto.
Chucked into the cauldron.
Yeah. Speckles should wear a hat so he could look tactical.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna start buying a hat because of my age. I think that's the problem.
It's okay.
It's fine at the front. It's the back I'm more worried about.
What part of the front, part of the back?
No, the hair. I'm on about.
So we're seeing the -1 to hit spell cast there.
9.
Yeah, so
Okay.
sneaky distraction. So this whole area is -1 to hit.
Oh, he's not going to bother dispelling it.
He doesn't need to.
No,
He doesn't need to. He's not interested in it. Like, I think the Fire Leech Bowlers could potentially kill some things. So
Ooh.
Scuttle Tide is cast on a 12. Oh,
I
dear.
don't think he's going to be able to stop that. I mean, no, because the Skink Star Priest went away from Arcane.
Here we go.
So he physically can't.
Mr. Clockwork.
Yes.
Murpus Clockwork. Thanks for joining the Needs Timing Gang.
Thank you
Thanks
very
to everyone
much.
who subscribes on Twitch today. Here we go. Skink Star Priest down the bottom. Scuttle Tide.
Okay.
Can he die to Scuttle
Give him
Tide?
more than one mortal wound.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Oh, is it still
Is
there?
he alive? Great work, Scrivo.
Ah,
Oh,
what
he's
a
alive.
guy.
He's taken one
One
wound.
They're not really scuttling.
No, they're not really.
It's
It's
just
less of a tide. It's
Yeah.
more of like a showering.
Showering.
A showering of spiders.
I mean, it's difficult to scuttle over a dream.
I've always felt stressed and tense by...
Scuttling over dreams.
come on, Gitz. Let's go.
I think he's going to sit and hold out again. I don't think you can physically get to him. Now, Hand of Gork stopped. Because the Ragnarok, that's the only thing that's going to be able to get into that middle objective.
I
But
reckon.
he's
I
gonna
reckon.
have to
I
get
also
there.
reckon Pterodan should have sat on his summoning points. Got enough points together for his next Skink Star Priest.
Casting swords. Okay.
Yeah. So the racist swords, Quicksilver swords, being cast.
I don't think it. I think it's a 6 to cast. I think he cast a 4 plus 1, but I think it's 6 to cast.
So the Quicksilver swords, the Quicksilver
failed.
swords have not been cast.
No.
So I told you he was going to be a gun platform here. He was
Yeah,
going to be like
start
mortal
chuck, chuck,
wounds,
yeah,
mortal
yeah.
wounds. He was just going to keep firing them out.
Yeah.
So what's Dan going to do in retaliation though? I think in the next movement phase we are going to see a bunch of those grots just push themselves forward very
Yeah.
gently.
I think Hand of Gork really has put Rich on the. Failing that.
I don't think he would have. I think he's moved enough. I think because now he's going to be in the midfield. He's in a pretty commanding position.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is
Okay.
the turn. Like, so if Richie moves his army forward here,
Yeah.
what happens is on the next priority, Richie, if he wins it, he can just move some characters onto some objectives. Yeah.
True, but I think because I don't think he's going to bunker up in the centre. He's
Yeah.
going to be stuck.
Oh,
He ain't
just
gonna
sit
go-
on the one.
I think you don't think he's going to bother at all. So I think Dan's going to go there, and Richie's going to go have him. I'll chuck stuff out, and I'll do that mortal wound gun platform from the middle, and just sit and hold. But I think because he's baiting and he's only going for one, he needs to sit on it for as long as possible. Because I think Richie's going to try anything he can to get something over there this turn. See, just as I said.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
just so everyone know, the Quicksilver swords do extra damage against chaos.
Yes. And I know
The
that-
keyword chaos, which is why we call them the racist swords.
Yeah, these may be order demons, but not chaos demons.
Yeah, they are order demons,
Order
celestial demons, summoned from the heavens
Yes.
because the slan at the top right has remembered them into existence.
It's got great. My memory's terrible. I'd never make a good slan. It's not happening. You would not like to see what I'd have to try and bring back together from my memory.
That's a good point, Red Stanley. They're not actually racist swords; they're prejudiced swords. Because, yeah. So thank you very much for clearing that up for us all.
Right. So, I don't think he's going to put the Ragnarok there this turn. Look at that dude, remembering everything. Everything is remembered.
I remember the future. Yeah, so there he is, just like wizened, right in the back table edge, like corner there.
Sitting there going, "What are you going to do?"
Yeah, I am
What
the
are you doing?
future of this. And he's, he's looking right across the board. Yeah, he's doing fine. Laser beams pointing out of his eyes. Oh. It's fine. So, as expected, Richie's creating more of a castle here with his grots. Those characters that you have are sat a little bit back, but
yeah, I can't see if he's going to get anything over there this turn.
I don't know if he's going to be able to screen those characters well enough.
No.
He might lose a bunch. The thing that I think Dan could potentially go 1, 2.
And then the Pterodons just go.
Well, the Pterodons, attacking
Boom.
that centre.
Yeah.
Potentially. But then the next turn, if he gets it, all those grots can go and punk those skinks, potentially kill the character. So he has to try and really
Yeah.
put them safely out, which I don't see being. Maybe he will,
because he's just going to screen here, and I mean these skinks are just going to go straight here and screen that. That little dude's going to sit there. He's got nothing unless he can get a hand of Gorkov to teleport anything over the top or round it. I just think it's too difficult. He can only move one unit into an area. I think he's going to. I don't know what he's going to do. He's just going to sit in the middle and hold it. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh dear.
So
I think he'll command
the
point
Ragnarok
it.
has run, and he's rolled a 1.
He's going to command point to make sure it gets in the middle. Yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah,
done it,
so his command point turned it into a 6.
Straight in, and he'll sit there and hold the altar. That's going to be his plan now.
So I think he might be baiting in the Pterodons there.
Do you?
Yeah, because the Pterodons definitely can. The Shadow Strike, they can probably kill the Ragnarok. But then he can keep trading other units in there.
He's got
I don't know.
2 units of Pterodons, hasn't he? I think. Do you think 9 would do it? 9 Pterodons into an Ragnarok, or would you need the full 12?
He's
got a unit of 9 and a unit of 12.
Unit of 9 and a unit of 12. So it's they might not kill. They might not kill the Ragnarok, but they may.
No.
And then if they did with the Fire Leech Bowlers, which happens in the movement phase, what they could do is charge into the hole, and then start doing attacks. Will they kill the Grots? Maybe not.
No.
But if they also kill the Ragnarok, they'll also get rid of that -1 to hit bubble that's available. So, oh man, it's close. It's very interesting. We're all just sat here, bated breath, waiting for these 21 Pterodons.
I can't wait to see him. I really am excited. Not gonna lie, I'm sat here like the child me going, come on, put the Pterodons on.
Come on, Pterodons. So 21 Pterodons are going to drop down. There's another character just sat here. He's managed to just get in. Look at that.
Yeah.
Those bases, those objective markers, genuinely very helpful.
Really, really helpful.
Yeah, just mark straight to the edge.
Done. I know it's on it. It's in there.
Yeah. A big shout out to James for producing those.
Yeah.
We're looking at making more scenic ones in the future. So once we do, we'll let you guys know.
Are you going to do textured ones like the mat is?
No, that's disgusting. But we are going to do ones that fit different boards.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they're themed into the board.
That's cool.
I think that's cool. That's cool. We're going to work really hard on making sure our tabletops look as professional as possible in the future. So you guys have got not only great armies, because Richie's army looks great. You also, so does Dan's, by the way. But you'll also get great boards to play on as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Yeah, I think it adds a lot to the game. I mean, especially when you're watching the game, looking down and seeing green, like a foam green, is not great. With blocks for terrain.
You talking about the ETC?
No, what? Possibly. Okay, so I'm curious to see where these other heroes are going. I think that'll be a little bit telling of what his plans are next. Where are the other heroes if Skro's there? Do we know? I think, if I'm right looking, it's here and here. I think they're the heroes. Where the other heroes are, other than the Ragnarok.
So there's one here.
Oh, there's one there, yeah.
So, no, it's fine.
That's okay.
So here's where all the heroes are located, behind the board.
And then there was 2 there, wasn't there? Okay.
Yeah. So very, very close.
Yeah, potentially. I think maybe. Yeah, I think he'll hold them in, make sure they're covered for as long as possible.
So it looks like he's definitely going to try and put them all into the centre. Yep.
Yeah,
so,
that's a good idea.
So Richie's just got a 13-inch movement on his grots, and Dan has just said, just move them forward in a big clump. No worries there.
Yeah.
And then we'll just crack on.
I suppose that is a problem when you've got a horde army. And fair play, he's not using the movement trays. That's the one. Because I've never been a fan of movement trays.
Oh really?
No, never been a fan. So even with my hordes and my death, never bothered.
Oh, let me tell you, as someone who experienced you not using those movement trays, that was a nightmare, and I'd never like to re-experience it.
I think that was more the Reapers and their joyous weapons that love to hang together.
Yeah,
remove one,
they
they
do
conga
clump
line
up.
all of them together.
So we're sat here waiting for those 21 pterodons to appear. Richie to build his castle wall. It's literally old school. I'm going to build my castle. You're going to attack me. Let's go, baby cakes. Let us know in the chat who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for Pterodan, or are you rooting for Richie with his Gloomspite? It's going to be
Rich
close.
to get.
Huh?
Rich to get.
Yeah, Rich the Git.
Rich to get in
Yeah.
Pterodan.
Rich Git.
Rich, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Richie Git.
Or Gitchy.
Git.
There you go,
Pterodan.
Gitchy versus Pterodan. I wonder. So red, Reticente's all about red playing. Boy feels all for blue. There we go. So loving it. I'm loving the Gitz, but my heart belongs to Seraphon. Says Seraphon. It's gonna be close. Building that castle wall is going to be really important as well. He's left this out as bait, but FYI, like, I understand what bait is, and that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters that we can see right here. There's a 6th character hiding somewhere. Maybe he's inside the Loon Shrine. Maybe he's heard. Maybe he's like,
no, boys.
The bad moon spoke to me and said rocks will fall from the sky.
5 man die, I live.
Yeah, so I need to get out of here. So we'll see what the situation is and whether or not they're able to in but moments.
Yes.
There's the last one.
Is he
he's still in the
stopped?
centre.
Yeah.
So actually, the 6th character has joined the other 5. So they're all located. Thank you very much.
Just a bit slower. The fanatics were whomping him in his head.
So they're all located here. So there's the 3. There's another one. And then the big one. So they're all very close, which I feel diversifying them out maybe. I mean, the chameleon skinks could pop up.
Yeah.
You know, they could pop into cover.
Yeah.
Deal with this one.
4 up saving cover.
Yeah, but they also so they could be -1 to hit. They'll be -1 to hit, but I reckon that they can kill one. Dropping rocks could potentially take out this.
Yeah, from one unit. I'd put the 12 into the.
I don't see. The question is do you go for everything other than the Arachnarok, or do you just go for the Arachnarok?
I think the rocks would benefit hitting the Arachnarok because it's got the most amount of wounds. What is it? It's 14 wounds on the Arachnarok?
14 wounds. It's -1 to save. -1 to hit.
Yeah.
He's got now cast a spell, so he's another -1 to hit. So he's -2 to hit. So that's what's going to happen. So that's the end. That's Richie's castle. That's it. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We are now into Pterodan's turn 2. I think this is when he commits.
Is the Pterodans.
And he has to, because Richie scored 1 point. He's put a point on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. And he will go to 2 points if he holds it again. So that's why I need to take out that Arachnarok. That's what you need. Well, if that was me. Richie's there. He knows he's like, yeah, go for it. Come get this little dude in the corner.
Pterodan sat there on 4 command points, so he can auto-run that Grot Shaman at the top. That's what he's just measuring, because if he moves this unit and he moves that unit, then he's going to score 2 straight away against Richie. Yeah. So Richie already has to extend out. So whether or not he can protect those, if Dan gets the priority, he sits here and here as well. He scores more points. Yeah. So Pterodan there, as you can see on the screen, got loads of options.
Terror in his eyes.
Yeah, exactly. But Scuttletide has to be unbound first. First thing he has to do in the turn is unbind Scuttletide, or attempt to at least.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that could do mortal wounds and kill.
He's looking at. I think he's looking at going around it. I think he's looking to take.
No, because then he'll take damage from it. That's a terrible idea.
Well, yeah. Unless he's trying to save points. Oh no.
So he's going to try and dispel it. Here we go.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no! Yeah, here we go. Richie does not want you to.
Yeah. No.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. And he's failed? Did you just say?
I think he's done it, actually. Oh, no.
He's failed. That's massive, because you have to go around
so
to
you have
score.
to spend a command point to get around it?
No, I don't think he even have the movement to do it.
I think, possibly. I'm sure he just measured it up. I'm sure that's what he was doing just before to work it out. Now, do you think he's going to sacrifice all the other spells or start bringing
I think, they don't cast spells. I think he might aim again. It depends if it's in range. I don't think that's 18 inches. So I think he's going to forgo the most of his casting, and then he's going to run on to these objectives. He's going to build a screen here with these skinks, and then he's going to try. He's again just going to push that skink screen up again, I reckon, and then just box Richie in potentially.
I think. Oh, sorry, when I was talking to Dan, he does have a spell where it's -1 to hit the caster. So that could be quite good if it's on one of the skink priests when they've been sat on the objective.
I think the important place currently to block here is there.
Yeah, definitely.
To protect that.
Yeah.
He can also teleport this unit of skinks over,
Yeah.
create a line, and then do a double line just in case he gets hit with a turn. Yeah. So he can make him as safe as it's possible to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to spend I don't think he'll spend any summoning points this turn. I think he'll hold on.
I think he'll hold on to his summoning points with his casting, but it'll be interesting to see. Plus, he might go for that horde killing spell.
Yeah, 24
if you point
inches.
Out, it's 24 inches.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I think. So he's rolling. So he's cast a spell, which is 8 dice on a 5+, causes a mortal wound.
Is he aiming at the? Oh, so we're going to see if we can dispel it from the Arachnarok. Okay. Because you don't want to start taking mortal wounds, especially if it's going to be hitting.
Rarely do I want to take mortal wounds,
especially if it's hitting the only thing that has -2 to hit.
Combat Phase Podcast asks question: is anyone making use of the realm spells? Some people are making use of the realm spells.
Yeah, I think Richie was looking at them earlier because he's got quite a lot of casters as well.
But I think that's more. You're more likely to see that being done tomorrow.
Yes.
But as much as everyone's aware that the realm spells can be used here, I think it's going to be.
Okay, so he might possibly have dispelled it if the Cauldron can do it. They're just checking out. Unless if the Cauldron could give it -1 to cast.
No.
To dispel? No?
No, the moon does.
Oh, it's dispelled. It did not work. Okay. So, yeah. Good save. Yeah?
Good save. Good work. Absolutely.
Because the less work the Terrors have got to do against the heroes, the better. Yeah.
I think that's going to be really important. I think also if you kill the Arachnarok with the rocks and then do the charge, you've got access to a lot of these characters here.
Quite close
in the charge, but he will put all of his eggs in that one basket, really.
Yeah.
And that'll be all of his threats.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see if he pulls that through. I don't know if he's going to. I think he'll definitely commit this time. I think that's the plan.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was going to commit last time a little bit. I thought we'd maybe see something pop up because he's got those 3 units. I thought, maybe chuck the Chameleon Skins out, make him draw him out a little bit, make him realise that a threat's going to come from anywhere.
I think he should be, if he can, he should try and put the Chameleon Skinks into this terrain just that you can see down here outside of 3, because you set up for the double, so you might as well not just throw them away into close combat.
No.
And you might as well go for the second turn and then shoot again. So that's a lot. And they get. So,
okay.
So this.
Yeah.
So the Slanner's teleported.
Yes.
He's going to cast 3 spells apparently, and then he's going to teleport back.
So yeah, because he gets one of the command traits for the Slans. You can teleport.
Great
twice.
Rememberer.
Teleporting twice.
Yeah. So so the first spell he's casting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 mortal wounds from the first spell.
On the Arachnarok,
yeah,
so he's going to do so he's just hitting it with everything he can.
Yeah. Knock it down.
So that, by the way, is definitely a target this turn. Then.
Yeah.
I think
he'll put everything into it. Oh, so, 2 more from Arcane Bolt because he cast it on a 10.
Wow, he's going to be really happy about that. So that's 4. So that means there's only 10 wounds now to do to that Arachnarok to clear him off that objective, and then the Slander's teleported back.
I mean, it's amazing to see him.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like he teleported then.
Turned around, he's like, all right, and he's like, no.
Here, choo-choo, bye.
Wait, is that? I've never eaten. Is that what Toad in the Hole is?
I don't know. Slan by. Par in the chat, actually.
He's just like, ha-ha! Fooled you again. So there's just the Skink Priest, which is on the bottom left or the top, James?
I think it could be the top. Oh, no, the bottom.
By Scott's side here is -1 to hit now, so he's cast that on himself.
Yeah, it's definitely gone off. -1. Yeah. I thought that'd be quite good.
So that Slan drive-by, Scrunty Hugh saying in the chat,
Yeah.
doing the work and taking the damage.
Yeah, Par Par in the chat, he was the first one to show me that when the teleporting in and out of the slam. Amazing to see, especially when opponents go, oh, so he teleport in, it's okay, I'll hit him next.
No one likes it, right? You
When they
hate
just
to
pop
see
back.
it. Yeah.
You're like, that's okay, nice juicy target they've left in front of me. Hold it, and then do the damage, and then
Stop hurting
disappear again.
yourself. We are excited.
We're excited.
Oh, the Pterodons!
Oh, it went.
The flight.
Here they come.
It's the flight of the Valkyries. Here it is. The flight of the Pterodons.
The Pterodons are coming.
So
It
we're going to
looks
work out
beautiful.
where all Pterodons are going.
Yeah.
So
they go
basically,
straight at
they
it.
deploy outside of 3 because of
Yes.
the Shadow Strike Star Host.
Okay.
Then they can move
14.
14.
Just
and
a small
then
movement.
if they've moved over a unit,
Only one model has to have moved over it as well.
they can drop their rocks
All of them.
and do mortal wounds. So I think you'll see the unit of 12 drop all of their mortal wounds onto the Ragnarok. I then think you'll see the unit of 9 drop and do it onto another character, potentially over here. You might then see
Chameleons?
the Chameleon Skinks. Also, then they've all got their Fire Leech Bowlers, which, as stated, it's 1 shot each, so that's 12 shots. Any of them hit, exploding D6 to wound. Then he's got the charge after. This is
going to be
a
raw power output.
3-prong attack
Like
3 times.
This is the fork.
Yeah.
The fork is coming in.
This is the Lizardman Trident.
So I've seen a few sporks with 2-prong attacks.
Yeah.
But not
This
many
is a
sporks. It's 3.
Well, no, the Chameleon Skinks are also coming in,
Yeah,
but
so
they're not
that's-
sporking quite as hard.
Well, no, a spork has 2 prongs, whereas a fork has 3. So this is the fork attack.
This is a
all
spork
3.
fork.
So you got a fork.
I am
has-
lost, but I'm
A
listening.
fork has 3.
Yeah, good.
And a
You draw it
spork
out as a picture.
has 2. So
Okay, we're not listening to either of you.
we've already said that, Scrivo.
Yeah.
Shut up,
The
Scrivo.
word apparently we're searching for. Okay, so no one cares. This is fine. Like everyone enjoyed our chat about sporks, forks, and tridents.
Yeah. I think that is tactical insight. If you
And do you know what a spork? Do you know what a spork with 1 prong is called?
spoon.
Knife.
Oh no. Both so confident with our answers there. Both probably wrong.
Right, so here we
Okay, here we are. Here comes.
go. Flight of the Rohan.
That's some not bad looking objective of 3-inch gauges there.
Yeah, which 3-inch gauges are they?
I mean, they're very green. Oh, maybe another one.
Who knows?
Yeah, they're looking good.
Yeah.
Don't care. Mine has 3. Mine are all broken. So here come the Pterodons. They're coming in. Yeah.
So Pterodon. So is this unit of 12 that's going there? That makes sense. I think it's going to be the unit of 12.
I've got a horrible feeling he's going to put the 9 there and think he's done a few, he's going to do the rest. I don't think he's going to put the 12 in.
Those lovely, honest Wargamer
Combat gauges.
combat gauges.
I think he's going to put the 9 down.
Do you?
I really think he's going to put the 9. I think he's going to think, I've got this, boys. I think he's going to put the 9.
Tyra James says, this is the most exciting Seraphon army I've seen. How dare you? They're all exciting.
Okay. All of them are going into the same place. Wow. Okay. Oh
Wow,
no. Grot down.
yeah, Pterodon down. This is not working. One of them is just a base.
Yes.
But to be fair, it is an army that is...
Have you ever used them?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the original 27 Ripodactyl player.
Oh, okay. And then how many bases did you use by the end of it?
I made very few friends that day.
And did you use a lot of just bases with sticks?
Huh?
A lot of bases with sticks?
No.
No.
Tyra James, thank you for joining. War Scrolls leak, and I'm sad. Yes, correct, they are rubbish. But that's okay. Because hopefully, do you know what that does mean? Because they're rubbish, they're still as deadly as ever.
Well,
Sorry, Tyra James.
They've got a lovely pot.
They do have a cool pot.
See, I like the Bone Reapers, but I'm slightly jealous
Imagine
of
the
that pot.
narrative stories that you'll have to tell with your Ogre's army.
Put
because
bone
they're
in the
rubbish.
pot. I have no idea. I don't actually know what the ogres can do. So we could be seeing these in a few weeks.
Pardon me?
We could see these in a few weeks.
Who, the more tribes?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they might be making a running out at Crimbobo
Yes.
when we see the coverage there. And that also might mean we might see a Bone Daddy army.
I hope so.
Bone Daddies.
I really, really hope so, just depending on how much stuff comes out in time.
And then when we get to CanCon, we might also see a Slaves to Darkness army at the same time.
Ooh.
So it's exciting. I mean, we've had, and if rumours are to be believed, we're going to have had 11 battle tomes at the end of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, we've had three double releases.
You had
Skaven Flesh Duke Courts.
Yeah.
You had Cities of Sigmar at the same time.
Orcs, ogres,
Uruk Warcrans,
Orcs,
and then you've got the more tribes versus
Bone Daddies.
Bone Daddies. So we've had a lot come out. It's been sweet. Oh, thank you, Pete Pratt. Ogres hit on threes now, so this is 16% more deadly.
So they're even deadlier than they were before.
Yeah, I mean, they're still deadly. And by deadly, they're not. But okay. Right, so here we go. There's 27.
I was completely wrong. All of 21
21
are going
down.
in. And I'm presuming all of them are just going to go, right, all hit that thing in the middle.
Well, I think what he'll do is he'll do it in stages, right? He'll move one, see if he kills the Arachnarok.
Yeah.
And then if he does...
So just the damage in the unit's movement phase, not at the end of the movement phase.
No, so this currently happens now, and then he's still got a movement phase to go.
Yeah, I didn't know if both units had to move, and then at the end of the movement. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we can.
So I think he potentially. I don't think he'll get there and back, because what you have to do is you have to move over and get back.
Yeah.
So and only all onto the Arachnarok is what we're wondering.
Yeah,
I didn't think so either. So looking to neuter the army, but you'd be looking to neuter the characters, right? That's going to be the the key part.
Let's see how strong the castle walls are.
Pardon me?
We should see how strong this castle wall is, and then see if he brings down the chameleon sticks as well.
Well, he doesn't have to. He's an assassin, just going in there to kill the characters.
Cerebral assassin, dropping rocks and knowledge.
Yeah. So just one model needs to reach.
Yeah.
But then he's also got the fire leech bowlers to shoot afterwards.
Yeah.
And then he's got the charge. Okay, so the combat gauges are split there in the unit.
Yeah, so it looks to me like the 9 is at the top. So the 9 will go over the Ragnarok.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it might as well.
Yeah.
Check me out. 2 things, I guessed.
Congratulations. I hope in his excitement he doesn't forget to move the rest of his army.
No, yeah.
Okay, so are we? Is that the end of the movement phase?
No, because I'm guessing they pre-moved the 9 to see what they could do. Yeah. So there's no point moving them to move them there and back. Yeah.
So he's done. Mortal wounds.
Yeah, quite a few. A couple at least. Oh, he's going now. Wow.
The Ragnarok is dead. 13
From 9.
mortal wounds.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so that's from that 9.
Now the 12
just doing a flappy image there on the table. Next up. Flap. So that's only from the 9, right?
Here come the 12.
Just the 9. So the 12 yet to go.
Okay.
I don't know why he's aiming for the other characters, but
maybe he's got to work out where they can reach. He's got to, I suppose, reach.
He does have to work out where
Because he has got that. Yeah,
I mean, he could have brought that unit further round and threatened all these characters here.
Maybe.
But maybe he's just looking to just nuke a horde, really.
He could have, just making sure doubly that he was going to take the Ragnarok out.
Yeah.
And putting them all together. And yet that 9 have still got to shoot as well.
They do.
Yes.
They do. They've still got to shoot.
Still get to do everything else.
And still charge.
Yes.
So this is into the unit of 20 grots.
This is going to do some... I wonder if it's going to do more.
So it's not going to do... It might do more.
Well, statistically, we've been 12. They should.
16 mortal wounds into the 20 grots. But that's once per battle, right?
Yeah.
So that's done.
Do they have to do that when they come down?
No. It's just once per battle. They can move over a unit.
Would you have saved it?
No, that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Like, he's taken out the biggest character. Everything else is way less survivable.
Yeah.
He's also killed this unit of 20 grots,
Yeah.
so that's really important as well. And now, so he's running now with that unit of skinks. I think what is key is to start taking out Richie's threats, and you really might start to see that.
Yeah.
So that 20's gone. We saw that 20 gone. So now there's just a big block of 60 grots left.
Wow.
So you might see 12 pterodons going to them and do the work.
Yeah. I reckon you'll see all of them go in.
Maybe that. I
Because
mean,
they don't. I mean, these have only got. I mean, they've moved, so they've got a charge, so they're only going to get here, aren't they? Really.
so
Okay.
so that character has made a 5-inch run roll, gets him onto the objective, scores his point there.
Always good not have to spend a command point for that one.
Super good.
One extra inch.
Yeah.
And I reckon now we've got. I reckon. Okay. Oh, 5 again. For the other one down the
Another
bottom.
5 run. Did that get him towards the objective?
Is he going to have to spend that command point for the extra inch?
It's just measuring now.
Yeah. It's annoying when it's just 1 inch. You don't mind spending it when you roll a 1.
Yeah,
You roll a
when
5, you're like, oh.
But if he
waste.
needs the inch,
Every inch counts.
it does, really does. So he's just measuring there again, just showing how useful those combat gauges are realistically for measuring. It's just a lot more effective when you put them on the table. Yeah, way more accurate. So
there he is, the man. Oh, I think that looks like it is in. Yeah.
more accurate.
Oh, he's just in.
There you go. So he's got it.
Yeah.
So that's already gonna. So no matter what else happens, he's gone 2-1 up
Yeah.
on the points. So that character just proud and hefty.
And at -1 to hit as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's going to be lots of shots, I think, maybe when the grots. Well, depending on how many grots are left.
Well, it depends, yeah. I mean, you've still got the fire leech bowlers to go into the big. I think what he'll do next is he'll fire the fire leech bowlers into the unit of 60 grots.
Yeah.
Then he's going to fly in there and then attack them as well. Depends how much damage he could potentially do. So what you're looking at is 21 shots hitting on force.
The Ragnarok, the -1 bubble's gone now as well.
It's gone as well, so that's really big.
Depending where they are, it's -1. Yeah.
So effectively what you're looking at is 10 shots that explode into 10d6 wound rolls.
So 10 ballistas.
Effectively, well, but then there's no minus on them.
Yeah.
So again, just measuring to make sure he's out the way of Scuttle Tide. So that's what he's looking for.
Oh, so that little extra move to go straight forward.
Yeah.
Always handy. Because you don't want to just sit there and then die after you made all that and then just die.
Yeah, so that's going to make a big difference. So being 2-1 up is going to be huge. If he gets the priority roll, he's going to just score again.
Yeah, and you'll get 2 points on each.
Yeah.
Just sat there for a turn, so that'll be.
So again, what he's just trying to do at this stage is trying
Hold
to
him
block
back.
in,
Yeah.
just block that army in.
Hold it all in.
It's really interesting having watched this Gloomspite Gitz army get countered in its own playstyle. Normally it castles and charges and teleports, but in this situation it's getting boxed in. It's getting boxed in by something quite rubbish as well, skinks. Although, how dare I say that? How dare skinks are amazing.
Yeah, the table boss definitely saying skinks are amazing.
I think skinks are amazing.
Yeah.
You know, but compared to the lowly grot, what's better, a grot or a skink?
Skink.
Grot.
Skink.
Maybe.
I mean, there's a guy in front of us just launched his own model on the floor when he heard you say that. Just threw it. Went, forget it. Skink.
Skinks are the best. That's true.
Yeah, I do like me grots, and they are fun, but skink.
Yeah, but you're a death player.
Yeah.
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 That's fine.
So memories and all undead. Spooky ghosts, memories, they're for me.
So, so it's only 5-inch shooting, by the way, on the bowlers.
Okay.
So I think probably that unit there
Toast.
is toast. The rest of them, I reckon, are going to fire into these units here.
It's a big target. I'm curious to see where he's going to put the chameleon skinks, because he's not put them down. Okay, so he's not bothered with chameleon skinks at all.
No, again, just keeping them, because then he gets the same thing, right? Puts another character there, chameleon skinks come down, trade off, kill them, and the whole time they're just there, scoring,
claiming,
whipping points up, which I think is just really impressive.
I'm not done like I've done a few times and forgot I had them. So 5
yeah,
are shooting
midway
unit
north. I know
4 in
about.
the front.
I know the filter's a bit
So
messed
I
up.
think they're going to shoot here now. I think the 4 there are shooting into him. And let's see if these bolos explode.
Is explode? No, never
No,
mind.
you were trying something there. It's okay.
Bolode, never mind. Just ignore me.
Explode. Explode.
Thanks, babe.
4 through. Oh, 4. Yeah, they. Oh no. Okay, so it was the ones at the top then. The 4 there.
Well,
So,
got bowled.
Yeah, they got boloed.
They got bowled. So fire leech bowlers, really cool.
Yeah. Okay, 3 more now shooting to the unit of 40. Let's see how many actual.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
a D6 explode.
So let's see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wound dice coming in, I think.
So that unit of 40 is starting to get whittled down, but I
Yeah.
think all he's really trying to do is just soften up this area for some
Yeah.
long bomb charges. If he can get in here and kill those 2 characters, and then if he can go around here, look at that unit of 3 that are next to each other. So he's just looking. We can't forget though, there are some splatter fanatics. They can do some damage back in close combat.
I mean, are they going to be immune to battle shot because of the?
As long as they're wholly within 12 inches of the
I
moonshine.
don't think that. I think that might be above. But Richie does have a CP.
He does.
He does. So it's prepped. Another 4 going in now.
So that's from a different unit. So they did nothing.
Nothing.
Because you have to hit.
Yeah.
You have to hit for them to explode. They do hit on 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
go on.
No, it's fine. I say the amount of times a lot of good stuff hitting on 4s. It's good when it goes, terrible when it doesn't.
Yeah.
So another 3 now are going into unit 60. It is just one mass horde in the middle of grots, getting bombarded by bolos.
Bombarded by bolos. Fire leeches as well, just exploding like rocks, whirled from the back of a monster that's just thrown rocks on you. If you've seen your spider daddy get beaten up,
Yeah.
you're going to feel him very sad right now.
Yeah. I mean, technically, there should just be a mound of rocks in the middle of there.
Oh, yeah.
Loads of rocks, and the grots going.
Yeah, it's just this big mountain of rocks here.
We can't climb over those, boys. Just sit around it. Those rocks look good. And that could be why they're not hitting. They're just hiding behind the rocks they've dropped.
Yeah. Loads. So we've seen all of that shooting come through now,
Okay.
and we've seen those grots removed from the
few more
tabletop.
grots have gone.
Oh, baby. So now that means both. So the last of the 20 go means that a unit of 10
just that
could come out
60
of the
left.
Loon Shrine.
Okay.
So there's that. Look at those characters there, very close to those spore splatters.
Yeah.
But he has to kill all of them.
It's charging now.
But you know, if he can get down to just killing all of them but one, it's game.
Yeah.
That's the end of the game.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
you can't-
charges.
you
So
can't
what
go
did we
back.
get rolled for that charge? That's a big question. So a 9-inch charge there. So
Yeah.
not able to fly over, which I think he should be aiming for to get into the character.
So it's only the 9-man units, the 12 still get to go.
Yeah, 12 is still going to get to
Yeah.
charge as well.
I don't think he's going to get into the character too well. That unit of 12 just seems a little bit far.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he's whittling down everything...
Yeah, I mean, if he gets rid of the screens.
Yeah.
But then, to be fair, the only real threats on the board are those pterodons.
Yeah.
So what Richie might be looking to do is just scrape it out by turn 4-5, but it's going to be very, very hard.
I think it was always going to be a little difficult.
But to be honest,
In this
those 40 grots are terrifying.
God,
he really is going to want to do. He's going to want to activate that unit of 12, in my opinion, and then he's going to want to punch him as hard as he can.
And they're going to be minus to hit as well in combat.
Yes, because of the netters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate...
Well,
hate going
so
against netters.
this is where I get to tell you about something which, if you've ever played Ripidactyls, you'll know. But I don't know if you've heard of something called Swooping Dive.
Okay. The Ripidactyls, yes.
Well, yes.
I didn't know
Well, they have it.
that.
Yeah, pterodons have it as well.
Do
So
they?
at the end of your movement phase, you can declare that this unit will swoop down to attack the foe at close quarters. If you do so, then in the following close combat phase, you can re-roll failed hit and wound rolls for this unit.
Okay. So
If
it's
the enemy
specifically
reels
failed as
from
well.
the sudden assault. Yeah, but it's hit and wound.
That's going to do
So,
some
and
stuff.
the pterodons, when they get into combat,
Yeah.
right? So 4 attacks each.
Okay.
4s,
Yeah.
re-rolling.
Yep.
4s,
Yep.
re-rolling.
Yep.
No Ren 1 damage. But you're talking a lot of attacks.
And it's a lot of grots. What's
I
the
mean,
saving of
absolutely.
grot?
You're talking 4. you're talking. So the unit of 12 that's currently activating is 48 attacks.
And that's just the Pterodons.
Yeah, that's just the Pterodons. The units that's their razor sharp beaks.
So what else? They've got because then they've got more attacks with the Pterodons, and then the skinks on top.
Yes.
So that's a lot of attacks that are re-rolling hits and wounds. I think we're just looking to see where the netters are as well, because if he's put them all in the wrong spot, so they are just looking at the netters to see where the minuses are going from.
Yeah, and
okay,
so six of them are -1,
so
and there's also the special character. So the unit champ has got a Skyblade. He's got 3 attacks, 3s, 4s. So again, you're still going to be able to re-roll. Slantastic in the chat. What up?
Yo.
And also 3s to wound. Thank you very much, because it's Shadow Strike.
So is that the battalion thing that you get?
Yeah.
Okay. 3s to wound re-rolling as well.
3s to wound re-rolling. It seems like we've had a light outage.
Yes.
On the tabletop. We'll find out what the situation is there.
It's like it's suddenly just got dark for the Gitz. The moon has been covered by clouds as the Ragnarok dies.
Yeah.
That's basically the view from a grot, looking up at the sky and seeing hordes of pterodons covering the moonlight. Okay, this is good. I think a lot are going to die.
Yeah, I think loads.
Yeah.
Twilight, thank you very much for subscribing for 7 months. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'll just find out what's happening with the camera. You talk to the Twitch chat as the combats happen.
Okay, anybody guessing? I mean, so 6 pterodons are not minus to hit. I think, that's a lot of attacks, even just from 6, especially with the re-rolling hits and wounds, because they're not going to get affected at all. So I don't see there being a lot of grots left. But as I think, so that's the unit of 12 down here. Okay, I think what the thing is, he's going to, when the grots move in, these 9 are going to try and get in a bit further. Thank you for subscribing there, it's fantastic. I think this hero may be in range when the piling comes in, unless Richie counters it. I think that could be the issue. I am the greatest subscriber of all time, Mr. Ogre himself, Mick Windle. Hello, Mr.
Fantastic.
Windle. And thank you very much, fantastic.
Jeremy. And then, Mick is what a lovely man. I thought he was going to be here this weekend.
I thought he was going to be here, to be fair.
But don't worry, I'm going to see him 2 weekends in Northern Ireland, where I'm going to go play some Warhammer, Mr. Simon Speckles. Yeah.
Nice. In 2 weekends?
In 2 weekends.
Wow.
I'm going to play Warhammer, and you can't even stop me.
I'm not. I'm in Scribes Land playing Warhammer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's all about playing Warhammer.
All about Warhammer.
I'm well excited. I don't even know what to take. I'm that excited about playing Warhammer. Right, so we're in combat phase. And out of all of that...
5 goblins.
Wait, 5 grots.
5
James,
grots.
please stop saying goblins.
Yeah.
Like,
because you're confusing me. It's very easy to do. The table boss is trying to get me. So out of the unit of 12, 5 died. That's definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is that all that the damage was done from all 12 attacking?
That just seems.
Hold on.
Or was just that the dude's on top?
Yeah.
There's a lot of attacks coming from those pterodons. Or Dan.
It's intense.
It's intense.
Yeah, it's like camping.
Yeah, well, it's cloudy. The grots can't see.
Well, do you not know how it's like camping?
How?
It's intense.
Oh my god. Wow. James, I think I might swap with you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch the pterodons do it.
I know. Let's see what they're going to do.
We talked about this on the show like a year ago, and then I saw Giannis play it, and now I'm like, let's go pterodons. Let's go pterodons. It's so exciting.
Is it not let's go Terra, let's go Pterodon, let's go Terra?
I've never been part of a chant. So
5
more
more
grots died.
I think Richie's probably getting in his camping mode because somebody keeps calling them goblins.
Yeah.
And you can hear him at the tabletop.
Excuse me, please stay on IP.
Yes. These be grots.
Yeah, these be crotch, these lads. And then you're going to stab up them floaty fellas, but they're too high.
I mean, now you're going to stab the knees when the knees are in the sky.
I'll stab their knees because it's the lowest bit.
But they're going to have to reach the knees.
Well, I don't know. It's quite high.
Yeah.
It's quite high. If you're a grot, you'd be furious right now. Get down here.
Get them those knees down here.
Get down. So the grots are fighting back now, and they're definitely going to be hitting into the unit of 9.
Well, no, that's the unit of 12 there.
No, sorry. What I mean is before the unit of 9 strike.
Oh, yes.
Also,
only
12
10.
Pterodons, FYI, is 36 wounds.
Yes, but 12 Pterodons only kill 10 grots.
12 Pterodons kill a bunch
10.
of grots.
No, they kill 10.
They kill 10.
That's it. From what I've been told, it's 10. So I was really expecting massive damage.
I think you'll find it's 10 grots and how dare you.
I think you find we might have to definitely find a new table boss and commentator tomorrow if he keeps calling them grots.
So the interesting thing is all of Richie's other characters are alive, and they're not that easy to kill.
No,
they're not that easy, and he does have 5 of them left. So
okay,
he does have 5 of them left. So the fact that he hasn't targeted them to kill them.
I didn't think he could make it. I didn't think the charges were very good. Oh, 2 Pterodons have died to the grots.
I told you, grots do not mess about.
No, but they seem to do a lot more damage than Pterodons.
They do,
yeah.
But it's whether or not this grot line can kill the Pterodons, then push out, and then they need to just hit one of these flanks. The issue is, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's priority as well.
It is. We got the PIIOTY.
Yes.
You ain't got no alibi. It's priority. Let's go. We keep losing viewers as I make songs. But listen, guys, I've been streaming all day. It takes a bit out of you.
You're doing very well.
Oh, no, you're doing well. And I tell you what, James is doing well, and also Scrivo is doing well. And I couldn't do it without you guys. And I also 100% couldn't do it without the Twitch chat.
Yes.
You guys watching back on YouTube. Podcasters, you're not listening today, but stay hydrated.
Yes. Oh, everybody stay hydrated, not just the podcasters.
How does he clear the skink screens? I don't know. He could use endless spells. Don't forget, Malevolent Moon's going to do a D3 mortal wound to each unit. Geminids could potentially do it as well. He's lost a lot of spell casting with the Arachnarok. He's also got Pendulum, so he could do D6, D6, potentially, or D6, D6 to clear it.
Because you don't want to charge him. You don't want to fight it.
No. And the Slan, Slantastic and Seraphon, you're both in the chat. How many summoning points is it to put down a unit of? I like how we've got like some of the best skink players in the world. So, like,
all in.
Yeah.
Boys, they're on the telly.
Yeah, so how many, 6 to put a Star Priest down? To put some Star Priest on the board. Because I've read the Slanesh summoning chart, so based on that, I imagine it's 1 for a character, it's 3 for a... 3 for a Carnosaur, and 4 for 2 Dreadsaurians.
Well, so it's 12. Apparently 12 for
12 for a Star Priest.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. So that's 0 spells will be cast.
Oh, and Scrunty Hugh, another Seraphon.
The Goblins
player.
just made 11 saves.
Huh?
The Goblins. Oh, okay. So a few more Gobbos are dying. I think, is this the 9?
Oh my god.
The 9 are going in now.
They're called Grots.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
He's confusing me.
Stop tricking him.
I am, but.
So how many more died?
That many.
Oh my god.
That many.
Oh my god.
The pile of de grot.
I mean, they're fine because of that CP, right?
There seems to be quite a big gap here that used to have grots. Yeah, I think okay. I think a few may have died.
Come on, let's go.
I want to see who's going to win in a fight, a Pterodon or a skink. Because so far, it looks like the unit of 9 can't kill anything, really.
No.
Not 10. I was definitely expecting more. I mean, only 6 of them are at -1 to hit as well.
Yeah, so Richie being a little, moving his dudes up now, engaging in this top-down combat.
I think
but those characters have got to stay alive. Yeah. Those characters, to be honest, there's those sport. I can never say this right. Spore splatter. Fanatics.
Sport splatter fanatic.
Yeah. Charles the Dead Lizard. I reckon he's a Seraphon player if ever I've met one. He's now stalking us. An undead Seraphon player.
Seraphon player. The ultimate Seraphon player. remembers them as dead.
Yeah.
Just launches dead lizards at people.
So these 12 pterodons now are about to take a bit of a kick in from these grots.
Yeah.
It's all about. Okay.
So a bit, a kick in or a knee stabbing?
Full knee stabbing.
I don't think the grot could quite jump up and judo kick.
Honestly, the grots in close combat are way better than people give them credit for.
They
you
are.
see them and you think that they're like clan rats.
Oh, bless.
Yeah? Because you're like, oh, that's your screen. And then every grot player's like, this is my combat unit.
Just ready to
like,
crack the knuckle and then bam.
So, yeah,
and
if I think the spore splatters are out of range now, but they might be able to buff the unit of
So how does spore splatter Fanata? You don't know? If only we knew somebody.
I do know.
Do you know somebody?
Of course I know.
Okay.
Yeah, they apply a buff +1 attack onto a unit. And then if you combo that with the Loon Boss, you can start doing mortal wounds. Yeah, you can punch through an enemy army like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
It's scary.
So definitely need to remove
Richie
a lot
spent
of
no
the
CP
grots.
in the combat phase. I don't think he spent a CP this turn with his Loon Boss, but I'm assuming he would have. I'm just trying to.
Still got one
so
CP.
they're the fungoids. I think this might be the Loon Boss. I'll just get, or this is the Loon Boss.
I think the Loon Boss is
Why
the
don't
one
we
at
just
the
zoom in
top.
and find out? Stop thinking. We've got the power now, thanks
We do.
to the Twitch chat, being subscribers.
Being
helping
awesome.
us out. So we will zoom in and find out which one is the Lunar Boos. But it could be any of them.
Yeah.
It could be any of them.
It's not Fire Slayer's army though. We can find out who they are when we're looking at them. Oh,
there he is.
There he is. Is he asleep?
El Loonboso. He's got his pet squig. He's got his pet squig with him.
It looked to me from that angle, I was like, is he lying down? But no, he stood up. It's
But
fine.
now, these are all our fungoid cave shamans.
Yes.
There we go. Well,
Great camera work.
Yeah, thank you. Great camera work. So he's using some of the Gobapalooza as those models.
Okay.
So 17 wounds have gone through on the pterodons. I don't think there are any. Oh no, the sneaky snufflers, by the way, are over there. You don't leave home without them if you're a grot.
Always remember the sneaky snufflers.
Yeah, so you can have +2 attacks on that unit of 40 grots, doing mortal wounds on 6s to wound.
I mean, they're not buffed now, and they've just done 17 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really good. They're really, really good.
Okay.
I would have avoided them if possible, and I would have aimed there.
Yeah, trying to get more into. Well, I think the problem is they're quite big bases. Oh, apparently the grots were frenzied.
Well, no, they had +1 attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Okay.
Yeah.
And quite happily he said grots. The table boss has learned the word grot
We're
now.
getting there.
We're getting there. Because he's confusing me if he says the other words.
So that means there's potentially we're going to
Go to priority. Well, battle shot first.
yeah, battle shot first. Let's get that top down, Mr. John, and see where the game state of the board is.
Luckily, he's got. That's quite a big chunk missing.
Yeah, there's a lot of flappy flaps here, and there's not many grots left, and all of the characters are available here, but we'll see.
So it's Flappy Birds and Frogger.
It's Frogger versus the Birds. Who can win? That's the question on everyone's lips. It's very, very close, and we're going to be going into the priority soon.
I think Richie's quite glad he's got one command point.
Oh, here we go. Richie is blue. He's rolled a 3. Dan's rolled a 5. Pterodon has rolled a 5. Oh, we should get it. Oh, my God.
Is the hat going to be going backwards?
Is Seraphon going to win 3 games? Are you crazy?
Wait, no, not just 3 games. 3-0 straight away.
3-0. Going into day 2. That priority roll could be big. Is he going to keep it?
He's taking
the turn.
Could you imagine tomorrow if this wins the first game tomorrow? You could see Seraphon on table 1.
Please, dear, no. I can't. The Seraphon chat will be too excited. We'll all be beside ourselves.
Your phone just explodes. Oh,
Scototide has moved into 1 wound, so that's really positive because that means because that could have killed this character here.
Yeah.
That's actually really big. So he's excited about that. So
already he's gonna. So Dan's already going to be on.
So he's going to score 4 points this turn.
Yes. So he'll be on 6 points ahead of Richie's 1. Okay.
Geminids. Yeah, so the moon is moving towards the Pterodons. It's hitting 2 units, so it's going to do D3 mortal wounds on each one. It means the Pterodons now get a turn of shooting.
Yeah, again. One Pterodon died from the moon. Oh, so each unit lost a Pterodon.
I kind of agree with Napratine. I think maybe retreat the Pterodons and just scream. There's an option to do that, but the fire leech bonus 5 inches. I don't think they're in range there. The issue is also if you create a scream, what happens is those grots just do come forward and just batter those.
Yeah.
So,
and he's going to have to shoot the grots if he stays in combat as well because he's locked in there because they're all here.
Yeah,
as well.
I'd probably shoot these grots, nuke them, shoot into them, fight again. Try and just whittle them down. Because it's really what Richie doesn't want now. Maybe pin him.
He's got the spells and he can teleport the.
But I think if you reduce that unit of grots down as low as you can, that 40, then their output becomes like manageable. Potentially.
I think the Slan's going to come in and do some mortal wound damage as well into some of the heroes because there's quite a big gap here now for where the Slan can come in, and there's quite a lot of range on that.
Okay, so the Malevolent Moon has moved, and it has made the
Seraphon.
The Seraphon. Well, specifically
that one.
Yes. -1 to cast. It's here.
Oh
yeah. -1 to cast, but the constellation that the Seraphon have is giving them +1 to cast, so they're currently laughing.
Cancelling each other out. So I generally think we're going to see the teleporting Slan. He's going to come in here, do some damage, and then disappear back. It's going to destroy it, I think.
Yeah, I think it's actually. There's a lady playing at the event, and she's dressed as Lady Alinda, which I think is fantastic, in a wedding dress,
with
messing
lights as well. With lights as well,
which I think is just rad. Yeah, Richie now has adopted the I'm sat down pose. So a Scuttle Tide attempted to be dispelled and failed.
Because Rich was sat down, he's like, I don't care, it's staying there.
Yeah, staying there. I don't even need you to stress.
So confident in going, it's staying. I'm not even going to look.
Yeah. So I think like a lot of the guys say in the chat, just stay in combat, just keep pumping the damage out, and stop those grots. He's got the sneaky snufflers, and he's got the sneaky snufflers. And he's got the spore splatters. But he's got a bunch of spells, don't forget. So the big pile of grots here, he's rolled 8 dice and he 5+ is a mortal wound. Don't forget, he could drive by the Slan again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Do some more mortal wounds.
I think the Slan's coming in here, because of all the heroes that side. There's quite a big gap there.
It's interesting to see where he's going to go. But I think it's going to be about. It's not that those characters aren't going to score there.
No.
I think what it's important to do or to stop.
Well,
go for it.
So I think that there's going to be a hero coming in here, because he's got nothing that's going to be able to. By Pterodon. I just knocked it off with drawing. So I think there's going to be a hero from one of the Seraphon on the middle objective, and then the Grots are going to have to get rid of it to claim it back.
Interesting.
Because he's not going to be able to get much at it. So I think he'll get like a little hero down there. Maybe summon to the Slan in, maybe?
I think he's going to be pretty chill about it, to be honest. I think he's just going to
Yeah?
He's got his times on his side as well, even the double against Richie, and he's still probably got both of those points, and he's got a commanded lead as well. Yeah. Richie actually...
And here comes the Slan.
Slan is doing his drive-by, so he's there, and he's looking to do mortal wounds into those characters. And just keep shooting them down.
Is he the new gangster of AOS?
Don't forget, he's also screamed this objective. So if he moves the Pterodons forward, I mean, it's so nice having the little plates, right? So you can
really
see.
Nice, yeah.
If he pushes them forward,
he's not
then
going to get anything.
The character can't actually get onto the objective, and you have to do it in the movement phase, not the charge phase.
Yeah.
So.
No, because I'm sure you can claim it on a charge.
Oh, potentially.
Yeah, because it's a movement, isn't it? Oh, so Arcane Battle did nothing from the Slan because he's got a 5-up shrug.
No, not called shrug. DPR.
Oh, DPR. Sorry.
DPR. Shrug makes no sense. It's weird. It's a weird word.
Okay.
Yeah, weird word. Weird word in a word world.
I mean, what kind of beautiful world is it to see Grotz taking on Memories?
So he's cast Geminids.
So this is 2 lots of Geminids on the board.
No, that's upsetting.
Yeah, this is going to start
upsetting. So he's going to be taking D3 Mortal Wounds. Web Spin the Shaman automatically has a 4+ DPR. So he's looking to just do as much damage in as he can. Also making those Grotz -1 hit is a big deal.
Or do you think he'll take the attack off him?
Nah, take -1 to hit. -1 to hit. Because they've got so many attacks that like you're affecting more as a scale.
Yeah.
So I think it's just way stronger.
Is Dan turning into a Pterodon?
Yeah, he might be. From that shot. Great waiting on those Geminids to actually finally put them through. So he's going to do D3.
Yeah, because there's obviously 2 units of Geminids on the board.
So he's done 1 damage to that unit to the Grotz Shaman here. There's double Geminids.
Yeah, I've not seen that before. I think I've ever seen double Geminids.
What, you've never seen both players have Geminids?
No.
Well, you should. It should be in everyone's army list. And if it's not, what are you doing? So Dan playing a blind in this game.
Yes.
Richie just having to suffer through double Shadow Strike.
Yeah.
It's already really solid. Whether or not it's going to... It's just this...
Okay, movement phase.
Okay, we're in the movement phase. Is he going to retreat and screen, or is he going to stay in combat? That's the big question.
Move back, I presume. Back to the corner.
Good night, Seraphon. Sorry, Giannis. Sweet dreams, Malaka. They can't handle double Geminids on table.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Oh no, that's
No,
right.
it's not.
Cool.
Both players can have it.
Yeah. Where did the Slan go? Did it teleport back? Mr. Table Boss? Where's the Slan? Did it move back? I think it did, yeah. Drive-by, shot, and then back. The ultimate gangster of AOS.
The gangster of AOS.
You start getting some gold bling on him, I think.
Who, on to Terradan?
No, onto the Slan.
Oh, yeah.
To Terra Slan.
Drive-by the Terra Slan.
I mean, what's more terrifying than Slan drive-by?
Yeah.
I mean, rocks are one thing, but being shot at by a Slan with sunglasses and bling is amazing.
Yeah. Whether or not he's actually going to be able to have the power to punch through this army. So he's just going to try and protect. Just look, there he is.
Here we go.
Looking to protect that unit, that Skink Star Priest. That's all he's looking. However, Scuttletide's going to get him eventually.
It is.
Scuttletide's going to get him eventually.
Because he didn't try and dispel it either, did he?
He did. He's tried to dispel it every single turn. And he has failed every single turn. Talk about a non-magical dominance for the Seraphon.
Anywhere on the board. Absolutely anywhere on the board.
Apart from here.
Apart from when it's right next to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, protecting that back one as well. Look, these Grotz, if they're locked in combat, then can't come through here, so that's a turn. Even if they get the double, they hit here, then they retreat back. Like, you can't get the characters there.
No.
I just don't see how Richie gets those units off the board now and into the objectives. Really hard work, but really solid play by Dan. But I don't think Richie could have done much else.
No.
Because he has to protect.
I think having the Hand of Gork not go off really hindered him.
Yes.
Massively.
I agree.
I think because if he could have handed a Gork maybe down here, up here, and then move the rest in, he would have forced him to take out, move the Pterodons into 2 different areas. It's definitely kind of gone Dan's way so far.
It's been tough. It's been tough, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a toughie.
And Richie now knows what Pterodons can do with rocks, but not in combat, because, not great.
Do you think while Dan was painting his army, every single time he did a brushstroke, he was like, "Get your rocks off, off, honey." Da, 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 da.
The Rocksteady Dan?
Yeah, this is what they should call the army list. Yeah. How much time is left in the round? That's a great question. Thanks, Pete Pat. I will ask.
Yes.
Always a concern for Gitz players. We'll see how this works out.
I think it could be a little bit better on the second turn for Richie.
38 minutes left on the round.
Wow, okay.
Game's flown by.
Yeah. Really has flown by, to be honest.
The Grotz. So we're in the shooting phase now.
Yes.
Movement's done. Movement's done.
Let's see what these Pterodons can do with their shooting now.
Interesting to see Seraphon mainly doing mortal wound output this turn.
Yeah.
Not really trying to focus on the summoning. So
I mean, I think he realised that going against a Grot army, you need the mortal wounds. With so many minuses to hit there, I don't think if he had the Rippers, I don't think he'd have done that. He wouldn't have took that Ragnarok out.
The interesting thing about Hand of Gork as well, especially as it was cast and unbound.
Yeah.
Is the infinite range unbind on the Slan.
So good.
So good. So he was just sat right at the back of the board. Normally you can Hand of Gork outside of unbind range. The only army that's stopping you is the Seraphon.
And this is the one he ended up against.
Yeah, so really interesting actually.
Yeah, and what do you reckon? Rippers over Pterodons or Pterodons over Rippers?
Well, I never rated Rippers. But now it's nice to see these actually doing their work.
The problem is, though, with Rippers, you get the Bloat Toad.
Yes, with Ripidactyls you do get the Blot Toad, but it's
all hail
the Blot Toad, but it's arguably not as good. No. So in the shooting phase now, not quite as many Pterodons as there were, especially this unit of 12. We're down to 5 now.
Yeah, really took a beating.
They did take a beating from those Grots. They might take another beating as well, getting them 3 inches closer this way towards the objective.
Yeah,
but
I think because this one can obviously pile in here, I think there's going to be less attack back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. These just happily taking out the odd little few up here. I think, onto the unit of Grots there. I'm hoping that they do a little bit more. So they don't get the reroll to hitting wound now, do they?
No,
because they've not swooped in.
No, they haven't swooped. So they're not getting rerolls to hit. They're not getting rerolls to wound. They don't have their rocks anymore. They've just got their shooting and then they've got their hitting. So
they're just steady. They're just steady, not
rock steady.
No, not rock steady the first time. Now they're just steady.
Well, it's because they got their rocks ready. Get your rocks off, son. They got nothing left. Much like me after 9 hours of streaming. Every game going to time.
I know.
Oh my God! Come on. Do you know what? First game tomorrow, I promise you. So don't forget, we've got 2 days of Warhammer tomorrow. 2 days, 2 games of Warhammer tomorrow, with potentially the winning game being on the stream. I promise you the first game, just because I want a break, I promise you I'll put a Sinesh army on just so it's just over.
Done.
But no, truth be told, I'm hoping you've enjoyed the games today. They've been really fun, and I'm hoping you guys look forward to the 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's some really interesting armies out there. There's still more Crushers potentially winning tournaments. Still Seraphon. There is only 4 Sinesh armies here. Yeah,
we could have 2 Seraphon lists going
on 3-0. Yeah,
I mean, we're looking.
We might see Seraphon Civil War. It's like 2017 all over again.
That
only no Croaks in the list.
Versus Seraphon.
Yeah. Both of the Sylvaneth players are playing on the bottom table, having a great time. They keep talking to each other about how much they enjoy trees and how good it used to be in the past.
The Remember tree, having the Rememberries on it.
Yeah, they keep talking to each other, asking each other if they're going to ever buy the Endless Spells for the Sylvaneth, but they're not too stressed if they don't.
No.
They're like, that's fine.
Endless Spell or more Wildwoods.
Yeah.
The new Wildwoods as well.
All the Flesh Eater Courts players are here, but no one's their friend, so no one's talking to them. I'm not.
I am. In fact, my old Flesh Eater Court tournament rankings nemesis is here, Jack Spencer. Every time I did a good win in a tournament, he'd come like 2 points higher than me. So I never ever got the crown.
So there are currently, ladies and gentlemen, there are 90 players at this event. It seems like a really well-run event. Everyone seems really happy. We're in a gorgeous environment.
It is. I do feel very regal in here, looking at the ceilings. They're all...
we're in High Wycombe.
Yes.
High Wycombe. At a private school. So a really amazing venue. I've got to say, the venue definitely is a selling point. Although Steve Curtis, one of the organisers, definitely another selling point as well.
Yeah. I am. If you ever get a chance to come here, there is a little section at the back of the hall where you presume 2 Muppets are going to come out and start mocking us. That's where we should have streamed.
That's our commentary booth next time.
That is where we should have streamed.
That's our commentary booth next time.
2 old men. I mean, is that not where AD and Pete sit?
Rude. Really rude.
True, but rude.
So, table boss, where are we on the tabletop?
Table boss.
Okay, so we're in combat now.
Oh,
We're in combat now. We're past the shooting phase. The Grots are fighting. Okay, I ignored it.
I didn't
so
hear
these 4 Grots, sorry, not Grots, the Pterodons are being struck by those Grots in the gloom of the Underhive that we currently are in.
It's the shadow and clouds from
the Shadow Realm
yeah.
that we've now entered.
Shadow Strike has struck
and they brought darkness with them. And we are...
It's very dark. We thought we'd go a bit themey and thematic and add the darkness of the Shadow Strike.
Yeah, Richie, everyone noting that Korg86, thanks for subscribing, love you loads, 19 months. Everyone noticing Richie is rocking a Rolex while he plays. His name is actually Barry. Richie.
Not Richie Rich.
No, Richie is just a nickname because he's so rich.
Oh. Now it's like cogs have clicked in my brain.
Because he told me the story. He was a kid and he was riding around on his gold-plated moped, and one of his mates was like, "Who's that fella?" He's like, "Rich, is he?" He was like, "Yeah, Richie."
Yeah.
And then it's just the name stuck ever since. So
still has that gold-plated moped.
Yeah, he doesn't drive it much anymore.
No. He drives the silver unicycle quite a lot.
Yeah. So 7 Grots have just died from the block of 40. So they are just dying. Yeah. So it's happening.
Damoon is not helping.
The moon is not helping. Although, where is the moon on the board, please, Table Boss? We'd love to know. Thank you so much. Do you know what we should do, Table Boss? Print up a moon that we move.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be cool in future, those games.
A teeny tiny helium balloon.
Noted.
just inflate a little yellow balloon with helium and just float it around the middle.
I mean, that works so well for cameras.
Great.
That's excellent. Yeah. Why don't we not even do helium? Why don't we just do... what was the Hindenburg full of? That.
Hydrogen,
Hydrogen,
yes.
Yeah, we'll fill it full of them.
Yeah. Perfect for dangling above sharp objects.
So, again, so this unit of Grots here, they're dead. Like, look, they've legged it. They've run away in the battle shot phase. Richie just cannot now, in this turn... Number one, I don't think he can get onto this objective.
No, he can't.
That's really important. Going into Richie's turn super fast. He can't get onto that objective with a character unless he kills all of them.
And he's scored 6 already.
4 more points,
4 more, so he's on 6 for Seraphon. This could be it. We could see.
I mean, I got to say that it's all about the matchup here. It's the battle plan that's really done it. Yeah. Really done it for Richie.
It's super hard.
Really hard. What is the matchup with the battle plan?
Yeah.
And Pterodan is running a super unique list.
Yeah.
And very unique.
Richie played well, I think, against it as well. I mean, he's still playing well against it, I think.
So Geminids here, which were Dan's Geminids, have been dispelled and are off the board.
Oh, by the way, it was hydrogen. Hydrogen.
Yeah,
in the blimps.
I thought it was full of something scary.
Yeah, stuff that doesn't like matches.
No. So as you can see, Richie actually can't even get onto that objective unless he charges. The Snufflers go in, kill them all, and then they pile onto the objective, and that's the only way he'll be able to score it.
Yeah, or goes around it.
So the Quicksilver Swords have also been failed to cast. It's looking very, very close. But Pendulum is out.
Here we go.
Pendulum is there.
Let's see what Pendulum's
and he's going to Pendulum his own men.
Own Grots.
His own Grots. He's going to do D6 more wounds. So it failed Quicksilver Swords. Now he's measuring Pendulum. Where's he going to put it? I would say it's this unit here that he needs to deal with so he can jump onto that objective.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me, I'd go for the slam.
So he's doing his once per game, +1 to cast. He's been sat on that a while, saving it. He's cast so he's rolled a 5, which is a 6 to cast. I don't think Pendulum casts on us. It might be. I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay.
That's not enough to cast Pendulum.
No.
Yeah. So Pendulum not cast. That's sad. His magic not gone his way this turn.
No, but yeah, I don't think it's been the most impressive for magic for either armies, really.
I mean, oh come on! What about the drive-by slan?
I mean, the drive-by slan, yes, but for endless
Slanuel Jackson.
I remember seeing the artwork for the Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson's the best. He's just up there.
He's even more drive-by.
You don't want no. I'm not going to do that. But you don't want no snakes on his mortal planes. That's what he doesn't want.
And when you can teleport in and out and kill them all.
So Hand of Gork has been cast. Was it cast on? Oh, it hasn't.
And he dispelled it anyway.
Yeah, so so it just didn't even go off. The Unbind not even needed.
No.
Devastating. This has been devastating, friends.
No.
Ladies, gentlemen at home. Richie, as Dice, as Squinty here in the chat saying, have just not gone his way.
No.
The battle plan is tough. Like literal lizard monsters have fallen from the sky, dropped rocks and killed a giant spider.
And put a cloud above the camera.
Yeah, entered us into darkness and then just thrown nothing but fire leech bowlers. While two skinky star boys have just sat on objectives giggling to themselves, claiming all of the points. It's been a roller coaster of gaming and emotions.
And he didn't summon any heroes.
He summoned no heroes, which we thought was his go-to plan.
We thought that was straight at the beginning. Summon the heroes, stick them in.
Tell you what, Pterodan had a different plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Rocksteady Pterodan.
And I'm a fan.
You're a fan of the Rocksteady Pterodan.
So Flock of Doom is being cast.
And what
Flock of Doom? Is it Flock of Doom? 12 dice. Oh, it's the Realm spell.
Oh, okay.
12 dice, 6 is Mortal Wounds.
Onto the unit.
On the 3 Pterodons here
left.
that were the 12. Only 3 left, but they only need to be there for one more turn. What Richie's trying to do really hard is punk them so those Grots can go through, punch, he can run after, score.
Tried.
That's what he's trying, but he did.
One more wound.
Oh, come on!
These poor little spells.
Yeah, so... that's right, Scrunny Hugh. The real Flock of Doom was not the spell, but it was the 21 Pterodons we met along the way.
I mean, what are they called? A flock of birds? A murder of crows? What's a group of Pterodons called? A Rocksteady?
A cavalcade.
A cavalcade?
I think
Cavalcades.
so. Yeah. You probably should do something that's some alliteration. Wait, Pterodons? A terror?
A terror?
A terror of Pterodons.
Yeah.
Let's call it that. I'm up for that.
A Dan.
Yeah.
What about
A Dan?
a Dan? A Pterodan.
Pterodan. So not long left in the round. If you have enjoyed today, please let us know. You can let us know on Twitter or Facebook, obviously. You can also subscribe to us via Twitch. We deeply encourage you to do that.
Yes.
Because it lets us do shows like this. Or you can support us on Patreon if you want to support us in a more economical way. Because Twitch obviously takes half the money we make.
Okay.
And if you do that, that would be amazing.
I didn't know that as well.
Yeah, it does. But if you do any of those things, that would be sweet, and we'd appreciate it loads. It lets us do more and more coverage in the future, and it's only because of all the support we've already had that's let us do the coverage now. So
there's some great support here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For as cheap as a cup of coffee a month, you might help support the show. Yeah. So thanks. Yeah.
And Rob does drink quite a lot of coffee.
Oh, yeah. And Lovo just said coverage got us through today, but don't forget.
I hope your daughter's feeling better, by the way.
We have.
Hope his daughter's feeling better.
Yeah, me too. I hope your daughter's feeling better, Lovo. We've also got 2 games of Warhammer tomorrow.
What do you think you're going to see? What do you think is going to be top table tomorrow? Because it's already up, I'm guessing. Well, no, it can't be up. What do you think?
Well, I think it might be at least 21 Pterodons are going to be up there, depending on how this game goes. Are we going to see...
Pterodon versus Rippers.
Yeah. Oh. So, we what, because of time? Okay. So the guys are just talking through the turn now. I would say that with but minutes left on the clock, I will go double check that. I'll go do that now, actually, Speckles.
Anybody in the chat, what are you expecting to see tomorrow other than the possible 21 Pterodons? I'm looking. I can see Keepers of Secrets still on the board, playing a match against Fireslayers. So that's a difficult matchup there for both of them. There's some Flesh-Eater Courts, bestest, most fluffiest things in the world. Apparently Richie's gone into movement phase now. He's on it. He knows where he's going. He's going terror hunting.
Yeah. So Fireslayer Mike, I can see him currently doing pretty well. His Celestial opponent looking a little bit perplexed, but we don't know how that result's going to wind out really.
Richie's going duck hunting, but these are big ducks.
They are very big ducks.
He's
actually
big
retreated.
Green ducks.
See what he was trying to do was free himself out of combat.
Oh, okay.
So he's retreated. and then he's looking for the priority roll.
Okay.
Then he's going to get the charge, hit that screen of skinks, try to get loop around them with the charge, and hit the character behind. If he hits the character behind, he's going to lift that character and potentially be able to help him score as the turns go through. He's hoping Scuttletail kills the character on the far left as well.
Yeah. I mean,
I would actually argue that what Dan should have done. The one thing he did was he teleported
slam.
his slan up there. I'd have moved him over there.
Yeah, to take
that objective just in case.
And maybe take that guy out as well with a couple of spells.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can dispel from anywhere.
Well, no, I mean to actually take him out.
No, potentially. But what I meant was, is if I lost that unit on the left to Scuttletail, I would have the slan move on to the objective the turn after.
Yeah, true. Because that Scuttletail could still kill him quite happily. I mean, I'm not too sure about this lone hero sat there staring down at all the rest of the Pterodons. Quite a few of them there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Deepkin Seb.
In the chat, yeah.
Amazing bloke.
Table
Boss loves him, apparently.
Yeah, Table Boss has described him as...
most lovable man in the world.
Exactly.
Can't wait to give him a hug, is what he just said.
Let's get to that top-down Scrivo. Let's see where we're at.
Oh, and Hook and Pin. Hello as well.
Hi, Hook and Pin. How you doing? So as you can see, look, he's going to try and punk that flank. So what he's going to try and do, so he ran that unit away. So it's not going to be able to. So he's not going to be able to engage in combat. I'm pretty certain.
No.
Just double check that, Table Boss. That's one unit now in the center, right?
I think that's all that's left.
No. Oh, there are two.
Okay, two. Okay.
So there are 20 minutes left, and we've got this unit of Spore Splat Fanatics that could potentially go in as well. I mean, at this stage, I'd even throw in the Sneaky Snufflers.
Yeah.
It's just one unit of Grots. So
there,
so they ran. Okay. So
we'll see what the Sneaky Snufflers and the Fanatics are going to do, because I think that's basically what he's going to be doing, trying to he's going all in, all out attack.
As you can see, he's run one of his characters up here.
Aiming
to get in there.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if he manages that, because what he's looking to do. So the hero is charged in the middle. He's made a 9.
Can he fit? That's the important thing.
So there you go. He's just got himself on that base.
Okay.
So he's got onto the objective. So he's going to score 1 this turn and put it back. Fanatics are going to charge and try and take out the Pterodons now.
Yeah.
That's going to be the plan. He's just mainly trying to clear it.
Well, because otherwise the Pterodons are just going to go straight and aim at that hero.
Yeah. The smart play is for the Pterodons to just kill the hero.
Yeah.
If they get the opportunity, but they're not re-rolling anymore.
Take off from here.
Yeah. But they're not re-rolling anymore, so it's not as likely they're going to do it. But there's still that ace in the hole. Those chameleon skinks.
Oh yeah. See, I told you he's done what I do. He's forgotten. He's got them.
So what charge the Sneaky Snufflers?
Yeah,
he's thrown them all in. I called it.
7.
He's thrown the Sneaky Snufflers in as well. Oh my God, it's happening.
It's sneaky duck hunting, and it's going straight into the combat phase.
We're in the combat phase.
What would you go with, the Fanatics or the Snufflers?
Fanatics all day long. That's what they're there for.
And then they just whistle away. So I played Donal's Fanatics. Apparently they're meant to be good. They're not. They were rubbish.
The Fanatics are activating. So these Spore Splatters, so they can really mess up, but they could also go bonkers. So it really does depend on. They're a very spiky unit, as we describe them as. So it could be very exciting. So D3 attacks each.
Yes.
Hit on 2s. Wound on 4s.
That's the thing that swings.
That's the big one, and then it depends on the number of attacks you generate. But -1 D3 damage, so they can just go bonkers. There's 5 of them, so you should average.
5d3.
So 5d3. It looks really good. Oh, 5 attacks. It's not.
It's not great.
Oh no.
There's a few more there. A few more.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think there's a.
So 3 go through. He's got a 6-up save, and then 3d3 damage.
I'm hoping for less.
So he's taken a Pterodon away.
Yeah, I thought he might take from there.
So we'll just double check. He's just. So 3 have died. Yeah, so honestly, they're really, really good.
Wow.
The correct decision now is
went through as well.
Yeah, the correct decision now is to activate with the pterodons into the character if he gets the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I think that is the only combat on anyway.
Also, by the way, if Dan just gets the next priority roll, he wins the game.
Yeah, auto. Yeah.
Automatically, because the points difference is too sparse.
Yeah.
I actually think that there's no way. It depends. It really does depend. But then it depends if Scuttletide kills this character here, because that can change the shape of the game pretty dramatically as well.
Yeah.
So
Because even if Dan wins it, that character could die, and potentially could summon a hero onto it.
yeah. So there's only 2, maybe 3 pterodons left. Scribs, can we get a close up there? So yeah, there's 2 pterodons left in that combat. So I don't think they're going to be enough to kill that character.
No. Maybe. There's still what? About 7-8 attacks between the 2 of them?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, the pterodons. Do the pterodons have itchy nuisance on them?
4 have gone through with the beaks alone onto the hero. I'm sure that's a 6. Looking at it.
Thanks, Southwest London Legion Command.
So a couple of wounds done to the hero there, I think.
No, he's not.
No,
he's
nothing.
not.
Nothing at all. Wow.
We'll just wait to find out from our table boss as this combat is engaging. But there really isn't long left, lads. There's 14 minutes. I think about 14 minutes left.
Not 12T. Okay.
So the pterodon's able to wound the Grot character down to 1 wound left, which means Richie gets to score this turn.
Yes.
He's going to be over moon about that.
Yes.
And if he gets the priority roll, pardon me?
3 on the priority roll.
Apart from this moon,
Yes.
could do. Oh, in the priority roll, here we go. Red is for. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, here we go. Red.
Who are you voting for,
Let's
boys?
go.
Ladies and gentlemen, should I say.
It goes to Richie.
Wow.
Richie's won it. He's really wanted it.
On
no.
a 2 as well. The ultimate way to win.
Richie's won it on a 2.
Ultimate way.
Yeah, Richie's won it on a 2.
Here
But
it
that
comes.
means
The moon's coming.
that means Dan gets to move that moon. I would move it over the spore splatters, and I'd move it over the character as well.
Definitely.
Try to kill the character. Try to kill the spore splatters.
I think that, yeah.
Or actually, do you know what? The safest bet is to move Scuttletide. Then you can't lose your character.
No. Well, I mean, he's only done one wound on it so far.
Yes.
So he's still got a couple of wounds. Knocking out one of the heroes and forcing it to go and fight
But then
again.
Richie's going to move Scuttletide. He's over the moon that he's decided to choose the moon.
Yeah.
Literally the moon.
Over the moon?
Over the moon.
He's over
mooned.
that moon.
But then
all about
Scuttletide's going to go. He's done 1 mortal wound. He's got a 4-up save. Oh, the Grot character's dead.
Okay, that's
He's
not
going to be
a
able
bad
to
trade.
move another unit on. And then another one onto another character. And then the pterodon, not the pterodons, the spore splatters, surely he's going to aim for them as well. So 2 fanatics have died. So 2 of the spore splatters have gone as well, reducing that output. And 3 grots. He's not bothered about that. What he's looking for is this long looping charge here to kill this character. If he's able to do that, he might be able to supplant his own unit on here as well.
Yeah.
So Scuttletide's moving. Richie's going to do it. Richie is over the moon. This is Richie's game now. If he'd have just moved Scuttletide instead, yeah. How many wounds has he got left? He's done 1. Oh, he's got to be gutted about that. Only 1.
That would have been...
Yes.
Oh, dear. That Scuttletide has let it down a few times.
Yeah.
1 every time.
Every time.
Every time. Just 1 wound.
He needed that to kill him.
He needs another turn.
He's rolled. He's had that Scuttletide hit him 3 times. He's rolled 1 mortal wound every time. That's it. Like, just hasn't just.
It's a shame it wasn't there get turn 1 and had 5 turns to kill 1.
Yeah. I don't think Richie can bring it back. Oh, there's a 4-point swing. If he puts now with that character dead,
yeah, he's got to then put another character on, which
and then he starts
1.
the set at 1.
Yeah.
If he puts another character on here this turn, that's another
2.
1, so that's 2.
And then there's already going to be 3
Yeah, but
points.
had he killed that one...
Oh, God, yeah.
Had he killed that one,
I mean,
there would have been 2 points between. During the... Yeah, there is. So, and he's just...
So he could put it back.
Yeah, he's dispelled Scuttletide. He's going to be casting Scuttletide. Look at that. Dad's
like,
already
"Get it
picked up
back."
2 dice to dispel
That
it.
is not coming back on.
Yeah, so he's looking to cast. He's not going to get any pluses to cast at this stage.
But if that Scuttletide comes back on and finally kills something, I think it'll feel better. Let's see if he can actually cast it and actually get it off.
Oh,
Here's where Seraphon go. Slaniel Jackson's at the top. Going,
it's
"I've got this."
so close.
Come on. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, he didn't cast
failed.
Scuttletide. Didn't go off.
That Scuttletide needs a good talking to.
I know, right?
It
I know.
scuttle itself back
He can't
into the
even
box.
unbind his own Geminids because they're up there
No.
to recast them. That would give him the range. However, the Racing Swords have been cast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because
Oh,
from
so
this character
yeah,
here,
yeah,
he's
take
put
it
it there.
on. Yeah.
He's looking to be doing all of the damage. We're in the realm of beast, so
Brave,
it's not going to be bonused.
No.
It's not going to do any extra damage. So he's just looking to dice him off. He's already taken some wounds, as you can see.
A few sixes
He
will
might
take it.
kill him. Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So now he's just got to run round.
Well, so he has
Oh,
to get that character there. That's the key part. So what he has to do...
Hand of Gork.
No. So he has to move it this turn.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so what
yeah.
he does is he charges here,
Yeah.
and he charges all the grots in.
Yeah.
Then when the grots kill all of the skinks, he just piles in 3
And takes it.
and takes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's super close. Super close. But and he probably will be able to get that, which means at that point he turns that into a 1 point for him, and he puts the character into the center.
another 1.
The guys are saying in the chat it's based on how long you hold it, so that would be 2. So that
Well, no,
puts
he's not held it.
it's
holding
how long you have held it as a player.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Well,
it was
that's what the guys in
character.
the chat were saying.
Okay. I think it's.
If Richie gets a hero onto the center, he scores. I know Stephen OS super knows the rules pretty intently. It's scored based on turn the player has held, not that model.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So he's going to get.
We'll see. But he currently doesn't have it this turn.
No.
No. The character died. The character died in the between turns.
Yes. So he's still held it in his turn, and he still technically holds it.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. But that's an interesting one. We'll see what the players decide after.
Yeah. Obviously, they can play it how they like and then work out after.
Yeah.
I mean,
but look,
so
he has to measure this. He has to get this charge off. That's the key part.
Yeah.
So he's moving all his grots around. What he wants to do is put as many grots in as he can, because he wants to do as much damage as he can. Wipe that unit out. There we go. So he's looking to murder them and then just have that Grot Shaman. If the Grot Shaman fails the charge, it's game over.
Yeah.
But he's got CP for spare. He's got 4 CP. If the Grots fail the charge, it's game over, right?
Well, like you say, he's got 4 CP. So
Yeah. Well, unless the Grot rolls just crazy good. If the Grot rolls crazy good, then he's just laughing at this stage. So.
it doesn't even matter to fight, because obviously if the skinks disappear, okay.
It's so close. We're coming down to the wire. But are you still rooting for the skinks?
Still, well, I am. I was kind of rooting for the chameleon skinks, but I've not seen them.
Oh, thanks. So the player holds the objective, not the model. Appreciate that, Pete
Okay.
Pratt and Stephen AOS.
Wow.
That's a great shout. That really changes the shape of what we think about this mission.
Yeah. Because I didn't know that at all. Obviously, being second worst AOS player in the world, no longer the worst. I'd love to know who actually is taking it. Is it James Powell? Is he now the worst?
No, he's great.
He's good.
He's great.
Is it you?
I'm the best player in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when you play Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan's better than me.
But how are you the best in the world?
Because Nathan never tries to win.
That's very true.
Yeah. So the Grots have made their charge. So it's this Grot Shaman, my friend. It's this Grot Shaman.
Oh yeah. Is he putting them in the way?
Huh?
Is he giving himself a longer charge?
No, he's just no. He's just keep.
Because it's going to have to go here now instead of just there.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see.
Yeah.
We'll see
He'll
what he
boss it
rolls.
anyway.
Mamdare, thanks so much for subscribing. That overlay, wow, so hot. So
hot right now.
Aren't you here,
It is warm.
Mamdare? I think Mamdare's here somewhere. I'm going to go find him. So the grot charge, he didn't move the grot though.
He's not. He's about to. I think he's just rolled. Did he?
So the
there's a grot in the centre here.
yeah, a grot hero's just charged into the
Someone's
centre.
just double wand.
Fungoid Cave Shaman has rolled a double
is
one. Now
that
this
the
is
Fungoid?
huge. This is huge. So he's rolled a 6. We'll find out which Fungoid Cave Shaman that is because there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Red ringed one. So that's in the centre.
Okay.
That's in the centre of the board. So it doesn't think he's in. They're just all measuring it. Both players would like to win. Oh, he's in.
He's in.
He's in.
Has he made it into the?
But he's not made it into the scoring zone.
I mean, he's got a pile in.
But if those 2 Pterodons die, because he's charged, he'll be able to pile in 3 and get in.
Take it,
so it's super important, that combat as well.
Yeah.
So this charge over here, he's looking for that. An 8,
Yes,
so he's definitely in. But the issue is that 3 inches?
I think that is.
I don't know. He needs to measure it because he.
I mean, Dan. If I was Dan, I mean, the grots could kill all these. All he has to do is leave them there. And
so I don't think he's made it because he's going to be equidistant. It's equidistant. If he gets a longer charge, he gets here, then he gets around on the piling. But I don't think he's seen that if he just kills it, then he just piles in 3.
Yeah.
Right. That's the big one. That's the big. There we go. There we go. So then the grots kill the skinks, but the skinks can retreat. They'll be outside of 3.
Because he's now got to work out what combat he's got to go with.
Oh, no, he'll still get in. That's still 3.
Yeah. Well, no, because they could retreat. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, they're going to get in. So, but we'll see what he's going to activate first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because there's obviously that frail little hero. I think... Yeah, so we'll...
So Richie's activated his first unit. So the fanatics have attacked in the centre here, and they have not killed. So that is potentially... has he got a unit or a character into the scoring zone in the centre, Table Boss? That's what we need to know. No, he hasn't, but with piling around,
so
he should.
Pray he kills him.
Yes,
yeah.
So he does have to pray he's going to kill it.
Yeah. And not have a Pterodon kick it back.
Pardon me?
See who wins. Okay, because the fanatics.
So it's all about those grots skink surviving, as stated.
Yeah.
If he can make just 2 survive, he can do what's called a unit lock. So you can put one model there. Scrivo, can you get me on that objective on that character on the top right? That would be cool.
And then that's it. It'll lock him in. Yeah, here, those 2.
Yeah, so if all of them die but those 2 stay alive, he can move this one around, and then he can make it so that this character can't move around him because they'll be in between them.
It'll force him.
But there's no way that those grots aren't, in my opinion, going to just smash him.
I don't know. I mean...
That's huge.
Yeah, told you.
Has he seen it? No.
No.
Oh my God! Literally, this is the play.
So this is
you can win the game.
Oh no! We've done.
I've gone mental. I can't talk any louder because I'm too close to the players. But I am so upset.
Okay.
Crazy Hippo, thanks for subscribing.
Hey.
Oh,
then. Oh,
what just happened then? Why did you say? Oh.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
6 exploded and then killed out the other 4, maybe.
No, that's not.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
So not all the attacks rolled. Yeah. So never mind. They were wiped out.
Yeah.
It was a false hope.
That was very nearly like, oh my God.
It was a false hope.
It was the oh my God when he pulled the wrong one away. Yes.
Yeah.
Table Boss baiting us out.
Yeah. So that's a really good point. Richie has to pile in towards the nearest enemy if he wants to pile in.
So just pile in towards.
Which is that way.
Oh dear.
So just make sure.
Yeah, he's going to have to go that way.
He's going to have to go that way. So that's a good point. So he still has to pile in towards the nearest enemy, which is. It's all about that angle, but he's definitely... I don't think he can go that way.
No. It's completely out of the way.
Which is key. So
I don't think he can do it.
Don't think he can.
I think he needed one alive. just so he could pile around it. Okay, it's a couple of. So there's 8 saves to be made by the 2 Ripidactyls.
Yeah, he has to be close to the.
Nope,
well, the Ripidactyls are dead now. So now let's go to the top down. What's Pterodons? What's the closest?
Way, yeah.
What's the closest enemy model now? Because that's what's really interesting.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top down, please, Scrivs.
I still think it's going to be these Pterodons.
So it's going to be.
Nothing else over there, is there?
It's these Pterodons here.
Yeah. So he's still going to have to pile towards those Pterodons. Is he trying to kill everything bar the slan, so he has to pile in that way?
Yeah,
so
as long as he goes this way, he's closer at this stage. Yeah. So the only thing you could have done is had this unit here and out to pull them away, which is kind of cool. But it's not an issue at this stage, so it's fine. He's got it. So he's going to get that objective. But the thing is, the thing he doesn't realise is that he's going to have that objective for literally 1 turn, because the Chameleon Skink's going to come down and just shoot him off the board. Yeah. Then he could then if they had turn for the priority, he could just teleport the slan, put the slan there. Like, that's a bad place to put him because there's a lot.
He's
of threats.
still got five summoning points plus the other 6. So
he's got no summoning points. He's only got 5 CP.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no summoning points. So yeah, I mean, the Chameleon Skinks that have been forgotten
about.
It is the problem of Chameleon Skinks.
Yes,
I think so.
But let's leave that to it. So he'll score 3 points this turn. So it's still a 6 at the end of this turn. It's still going to be a 6-5 lead.
Yes.
With Dan's turn still to go. Dan's character on the bottom here is just automatically scoring 3 points. So it's actually going to be 9-5 before you even roll into the priority. But then Richie sat on 2 objectives going into turn 5. So really interesting. Just let the guys just roll their priority out in front of them. We'll not go to the camera because there is minutes left. The Snufflers did nothing. The Loom Boss is going to activate in close combat against the Pterodons. Can he do the damage? He did nothing as well. So, but did one pile in onto the objective or not?
I don't know because the Pterodon's still there.
Oh, they've been blocked. So he hasn't got the center objective. So he's only.
I don't think he's got either.
So what happened with we said with the Skinks, he did with the Pterodons.
Locked him in.
Locked him in, so he can't score that one. So that's a big 2-point swing he would have got. So that piling up there will get him 1
if he does it.
You can still pile in once you've charged. You can still pile in. It's never an issue as long as you pile in towards the closest enemy,
which would be the Pterodons unit. So he's going to have to go that way, isn't he?
But he can still get in. There you go. So that he's measuring it, he's piling in. That's closer towards them than it was. So he scores that top objective, scores 1. So that's 3 for him. That's total cumulative. That's 3 for him.
3. It's going to be it.
And all Dan has to do with maybe 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock. He just has
to
just have his turn, get that point.
3, and that's it.
So there you go. So that is the end of that round. Dan is just going to score. Dan is just going to score that point right there at the bottom. He's going to get 3 points. If you could update the overlay, John, he's going to get 3 points there, and then he is going to be sat on 9 against 3. It's a victory to Seraphon. Wow. I wouldn't believe it.
I think they're still working. So in front of us, the other Seraphon players, I think they're working stuff out. I'm not sure who's won.
Oh, Seraphon. Oh, Uruks. Well, that's still good. Uruks is still forward as well.
So the Cob has won against the Hob.
Oh, yeah, the Cob has won versus the Hob. So that's the end of the game. It's been a great game. You can come back to us, Scrivs, you angel. Thanks very much. So that's pretty cool. Hello, welcome back. This is the Wet Bandits live at the Bloodshed in the Shire.
The Wet Bandits
2019. This has been your commentary team. That's been Speckles. How you been?
I've been all right.
Well, did you enjoy that game?
I did. I think I did okay. I think I made a few.
You did great.
For
your first time.
That's it.
Super impressed. Super impressed. Well done to our table boss, Mr. James Powell, and to James, John Scrivens, for doing the technical work. Thank you. Thank you to both players, Richie and Dan. Well done to Pterodan for taking a scalp.
No, because the other Seraphon player didn't do it, so that's 1 in.
Yeah, exactly.
Pterodons for the win.
Yeah. You guys have been amazing. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, please let people know about the coverage in the future. You can watch all the videos back on YouTube. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for all the Twitch guys for joining us live. You guys are great. Thank you to everyone who subscribes on Twitch. Thank you to everyone who subscribes on Patreon. Join us tomorrow. Another great day of live coverage at the Bloodshed in the Shire 2019.
And we could see the winner.
And we could see the winner. We can see who. We're going to start seeing the top tables closing down on the information on who's going to win this fantastic event. Okay, you guys have been wicked, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Do you not hear that? Because the microphone can.
What?